We're go. We're live.
We are live. Excellent.
Excellent.
All right. So, last time on Ashes of a Charlatan. After Sal was rescued from the mind flayers and started experiencing a crisis of faith, he had to speak. He had a little speaking to with Ludana in his dreams. It gave him a lot to think about.
Yes. So much so.
Yeah. When the sun rose the next day, there was breakfast, there was exercise, and Kelbi demonstrated his mastery over the wind by directing his fist of air to put out a bunch of candles.
Yeah. The air
Kelbi and Sal. Yep. Kelbi and Sal then had a little heart-to-heart conversation, and then a friendly face from the last campaign arrived. The gigantic phase fighter Fluffy. Fluffy wanted help reviving her mistress Robin Lakewood. So you traveled with Fluffy to the ruined kingdom of Axholm, and entered the tower of the completely batshit insane Manakel the Chaotic. I can't pronounce that guy's name to save my life. Manakel. But when you explored his tower for a little bit, you encountered Tensor, the Archmage who created such wonderful spells as Tensor's Floating Disc.
Yes.
Among other spells worth your time and money.
Yep.
He basically Deus Ex Machina the whole adventure, helping you get Robin. So
That's awesome. We needed it.
I think it's like a 9th level spell. It's somewhere in a PDF.
Got Robin back, turned Meepo into an ancient red dragon, and generally proved to be a handy guy to have around. Robin, happy to be revived, offered you guys a draw from the deck of many things.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And how did that go?
It went as a result. It went pretty well.
It was a bit of an up and down process.
Yeah, but all in all, it actually went pretty well.
Well, if by everything went well, if by that you mean Sal lost everything and gained the devilish enemy.
To clarify, he got nothing to be lost to begin with, because he already lost everything before.
I mean, to clarify, Robin has to have at least one devil chasing after his character in every campaign. It's got to be. Like, it's always
got to be it. Yeah.
It's part of the process. Yes. At least it happens now than later.
I'm pretty sure freaking Cadence has got some sort of devil guy chasing him. Like, it's...
Well, no, but... Yeah,
if he
we'll see.
Don't worry, he will.
He will.
We'll see.
It won't take long.
Well, also, your friend Dorovnia got herself a Vorpal sword, and she was cursed, but she shrugged it off. She's like, yeah, you know what, shit happens.
She's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, Kelbi wants to train and master the way of air to help his friends. Meepo wants to master his new form, and he's not aware that it's temporary and it's going to wear off soon. And Sal wants a new religious path to follow.
Yes.
That's true.
So we're going to pick up where the A team left off. We're going to pick up where... Actually, no, we're not exactly there. Let's skip ahead a little. Tensor, being swell guy that he is, has teleported you back to the monastery of the Four Elements.
Oh, okay.
So you're back home, safe and sound.
Does Meepo have enough? Well, I have a question. Does Meepo have enough room?
Actually,
that's the problem.
Tensor actually waited until the spell wore off before he teleported you back.
You know what? That was probably a good decision on his part.
Yeah, he's not. Tensor has visited the monastery before. He is not stupid. He knows there's no room for a giant rampaging Meepo.
Yeah.
No.
But you know what? For a brief moment, Meepo had his dragon form. He had a little taste of what he could have.
Wait, is Meepo down right now? Like, is he sad to see his form pass?
He probably is a little sad, but he's also a little hopeful because
he got a taste.
Something of a preview.
He got a taste.
He got a preview of what he was promised back when he spoke to the Oracle.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelbi probably would have said at one point, like, to Meepo, just said, you might be small, but you've got a heart of a dragon, Meepo.
Yes.
You really do.
So a bit sad though.
That was Kelby's attempt to try and make
At least there was
Persuasion failed.
Kelbi tried.
Oh yeah, with my sick charisma.
Yeah.
That's pretty persuasive. Meanwhile, Robin had teleported out and came back with a bunch of Cornish game hens, which he is currently hand feeding to Fluffy.
Yeah.
It's kind of disturbing to watch this gigantic ass spider eat these little Cornish game hens alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's basically what's happening.
Yeah, Kelby being more of a fish and he doesn't really like eating chicken and stuff like that. He's like, okay. I'm just gonna go and go meditate for a bit. You guys have fun.
Yeah, Tensor's just going to say, that is not the most disturbing thing I have ever witnessed, I will say that. I mean, I've seen dragons eat entire deer alive, so it's really not that bad.
I'm feeling I'm feeling a key point being spent for Step of the Wind.
Yeah. And another one for to prevent you from throwing up. Basically.
No, that'd be a Constitution save.
Yeah, that'd be a Constitution save.
All right, I'm okay.
You're able to keep your lunch down. You're able to keep your vegetables down.
Yep.
Oh,
So,
salad.
Oh man.
all right. So, while Fluffy gets her treats, Tensor is going to gather the rest of you up in the Tower of Air, and he's going to ask you, so what are you planning to do now?
Great question. I have no clue. What was because this was our mission and it's done.
Yeah.
And now we have no other quest.
Kelby does. It's interesting enough. Kelby has two things that has been on his mind.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably going to say one of them and maybe talk more about the other one in secret. Kelby's just going, well, I've got to train. I got to master the elements. I got to master the air elements. And I feel like I'm getting there. And I think there's something else that I want to do, but it's not a priority. Not right now. What about you, Sal?
Sal is looking at Daronia, and it's like just a quick glance, and it was like, I got something I would like to ask privately, if you don't mind, Daronia.
Yeah, Daronia's just like, everybody's got something to do privately.
I actually like to ask you something.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say that everybody needs to use the restroom. It's not exactly that.
It's just slightly different. Slightly different.
Okay. All right. And what about you, Meepo? What private thing do you have to do?
And wait, is he still a dragon? I assume he's no longer a dragon now, right?
He's no longer a dragon. He's depressed. He's probably gonna.
He's sitting on the ground and he just says like, I want to eat cheese.
Cheese.
Drown your sorrows in cheese. Good idea. Better than drowning them in cheap meats, but not as good as drowning it in Barovian wine.
It's not wrong.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, hey, I just like to imagine it's just a shot of Meepo and it all goes to black and white.
Yeah.
Slow zoom in on the face.
So everybody's taking one piece of cheese in his mouth at a time, slowly chewing.
Yeah.
And Simon and Garfunkel playing in the background.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. So, anyway, as Meepo goes off to get his cheese, and Daronia and Sal go off to do their thing, Tensor's going to look at you, Kelbi. He's going to say, so, what is it you wanted to do? What is that second thing you wanted to do that wasn't a priority?
Oh. Okay. He feels a little bit fidgety. Well, I I don't know if you could possibly find someone. But I've been thinking about it, and you bringing up the deck of many things definitely brought it back into my memory.
What?
I'm looking for somebody. I have his name and his general appearance, but I
Okay.
need to find him.
All right.
Would that
Who is
be-
it?
what- This is an uncomfortable memory for Kel. Like if the rest of the party were there, you could see him getting like really like fidgety and definitely like just this
Uncomfort.
tension,
Yeah.
uncomfort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He takes a deep breath. There was a tiefling man that my family took in a long time ago. His name was Bartimaeus Blackhorn.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right.
Would it be possible to find him?
Tend to just want to think for a moment. I just want to say, Bartimaeus Blackhorn. Cheery fellow. You said, is he a cheery fellow typically?
Well, he definitely was when we met him.
Does he have a thing for cunning and plans? Because I think I know who you're talking about.
You do?
Everyone knows.
He's in the Feywild. I heard about him in the Feywild. He recently managed to get himself promoted to Archfey. Of course, by recently I mean about like 1,000 years ago. But the point is that I think he is the same person. He's an Archfey in the Feywild. Although he doesn't seem concerned with doing his Archfey duties, more just drinking and whoring away his life.
That sounds really
It's interesting that he says something important. Kelbi takes a moment. I'm sorry. Did you say 1,000 years ago?
Yes? Why?
I met this person only about a year ago. Doesn't make any sense.
And Tense is just going to say, it probably has something to do with time travel. This crap gets very confusing. It makes perfect sense when you factor in time travel magic. It makes crap very confusing, though.
Yeah,
Very confusing.
Very confusing.
very confusing crap.
Kel definitely gets a little bit more like closed in, and he just says, well, thank you for telling me this. I know where he is, and I have a lot to think about. But thank you, Tensor. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Well, not anytime. I've got to be going back home soon. Bard's getting a little too big for his britches these days. Needs someone to smack him upside the head, I swear. And he turns around just muttering to himself and walks off.
All right. I will go and think about a lot of things that my character has now put together.
All right.
All right.
So, next up, we have... not next up, really. We're going to cut away from that to Sal
Oh, okay.
and Dorovna. They're gone to a quiet spot on the roof of the Tower of Wind. Staring out into the wild blue yonder, Dorovna is going to say, so, what is it you wanted to talk to me about?
Before all this, as a player, not the character, I would say Sal would go to his room and lay down all his equipment, including look down on, in his room.
Yeah.
Before he went on, So
Okay.
when Dorovnia asked him, you can see he is in a kind of half embarrassed, but more like the other half is like not really sure how. And then eventually he just like waited for about a minute. The silence, it just kind of staggers, and then just like he finally spill it out and just like what are, for lack of better terms, how does your god works? How does it his religious, how does one, worship him? He utters a lot. He doesn't really have the perfect word to describe it. So he just asked, how does your religion, the one you worship,
what are your tenets, essentially?
Yes.
Dorovia's she's going to sit back and she's going to think for a moment.
Yeah. Oh, in this time, Sal doesn't look at her. It's like almost like he's a little bit ashamed.
Yeah. She is going to say. She's going to say, the Morning Lord and Mother Night both look toward the future. But the primary difference is what they look forward to. Mother Night looks towards the end. She looks to the future and she sees the end of all things. She sees death, she sees the burial, she sees winter coming. When we look forward, when the followers of the Morning Lord look toward the future, we see not just the night, but the dawn that comes afterwards. We look to the future and we see hope. We see new life. We see death, yes, but we see life that comes from death. We see new opportunities.
Yeah. Sal kind of quietly nods, and another few seconds pass. He asks, is there any precedents, examples that someone might have, say, shifted their faith?
I'm just going to say, you plan to abandon Mother Night for the Morning Lord.
I don't really know. I've seen things that make me question.
Yeah, that's what she says. Well, it's what I thought when I saw you. You seem like a normal, relatively happy person. Most followers of Mother Night tend to be grim and macabre. That's what I was actually quietly wondering. What is a person like you doing following such a grim deity like Mother Night?
It was like...
Is it just the way you were raised, or...?
Not like raised, it was like... I sat down. This is where he gets more, talkative, like more comfort to talk about. He's just like, I was from a small, really, really small town. You probably never even heard of it. It was like there's not much around the town, not even temples. Like Mother Night is the only small shrine we have down there, and we've got a father who taught me how the way it works, and from what he describes and what I learned, being a servant seems to be an honor, and like especially Mother Knight's in charge of the moment when people transfer from life to death, and I thought that would be helpful because my family would eventually. It might sound grim, but we doesn't necessarily live in a really peaceful environment. There are still occasionally some monsters looming around, so I just thought that maybe I can bring comfort to people when they pass to the other side, and if I worship her, maybe my family can be, without any pain to transfer into the other side, and she might look after them. So that's why I joined the belief, and that's pretty much it. I don't have any grand cause like the others. Maybe you, yeah. Wait, I thought you were, you worship the Morning Lord to protect your homeland, and I mean that's a really noble cause, but
as is serving to protect your family.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm no, hero or anything. I'm just a normal guy.
None of us are. None of us are. Great heroes are not chosen by destiny, not by. They don't just randomly appear out of thin air. They have to be chosen by destiny. I don't feel like I've been chosen to be a great hero.
Really?
No. I'm just a nun who drinks wine and gets into fights.
But
and I have to get the purple greatsword too. That's pretty slick. I like that.
Yeah,
I love her so much.
That's really good.
That's an excellent quote.
Yeah.
You have to. That's the thing. When things go crazy, when you get captured by mind flayers, when you're captured by mind flayers, experimented on, or in my case, when you're forced to kill someone, take their clothes, and pretend to be them, you're doing the best that you can with what you have. It's not up to us to decide the cards that fate has decided to give us. It's up to us to decide what we do with those cards. If that makes sense.
That totally makes sense. It just, to tell the truth, I am surprised and even a little bit relieved. I thought someone like you with all the, so much bravery to share, and you just look so tough, and you see Sal starting to ramble, just like he kind of blushes a little bit and not really knowing what to say, just like trying to find complimenting words but couldn't. Yeah, just like, I mean, just overall you seem so brave and so deep in your belief, and that's.
Believe me, when I was pretending to be the servant in the asylum, I actually saw the true face of the mind flayers. I know what they look like, and I nearly shit myself seeing that. I will not. Courage is not absence of fear. I know it's a cliche, but it's true. Courage and strength, it's not absence of fear. It's seeing your fear and doing what you need to do anyway.
That is really profound.
That is not something that a great hero has. They're just the one. Great heroes have that. That everybody has it, but the reason that everyone lauds that in great heroes is because great heroes happen to be on pedestal that everyone can see. But the truth is, the fact that a great hero has it doesn't make them any more special than, say, someone like you or me. She pauses for a moment. She reaches to her hip, and then she's like, "Oh wait, I forgot I don't have that anymore." This is probably the point. I'd probably have some wine, but we don't have any. I don't have any wine with me.
Sal kind of chuckles a little bit and
ultimately, it's just as well. Ultimately, what happens with ultimately the thing about it is, courage is a universal attribute. Anyone can have it. Alright.
Yeah.
It's you can. It's all right to be scared. It's not all right to let fear rule your life.
That is really deep. Yeah.
She's really cool.
Yeah, she's really cool. She's so awesome. Yeah.
She's awesome.
I like the idea of Kel and Meepo just like hiding with a bag of popcorn.
Just fighting.
Like,
Probably
she's
popcorns.
So cool.
Probably popcorns in their hand, just like so cool.
She's going to throw it just like, I had the Mother Superior smack that into me several times, so.
That feeling when you convert not just the paladin but the entire party.
Yeah, let's all just drop our classes and multi-class.
Yay!
Multi-class to cleric.
Yeah.
Light domain.
We should all multi-class into cleric and then call ourselves the Amen.
Yeah. Slow clap in my head.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give. Actually, you know what? I'll give Meepo inspiration for that.
Yes, that totally deserves inspiration. That's awesome. The puns. Keep the puns rolling.
Man, it's been a while since I gave a pun. I'm just saying, it's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's you gotta find that perfect moment. It's all about timing.
Yeah.
All right. So the Ravner is going to say. So, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now, Sal?
I would like to learn more about the Morning Lord.
This is going to say, so you do plan to convert?
Yes. If the Morning Lord can show people hope, I don't ask for much. I just ask a shrink, maybe a small ounce of your courage to share, and I think that'll be enough.
They said, well, the thing is, both followers of the Morning Lord and Mother Night can have that hope. We have hope. Followers of the Morning Lord, we have hope in the new tomorrow that the Morning Lord will give us new opportunities, new chances, new light. Followers of Mother Night fight with the hope that when they die, that she will take them and that she will give them the rest that they want. They work hard so that in anticipation of death, that when they die, their efforts will be rewarded. I mean, we all do that, but followers of Mother Night do that more than usual.
Yes, that's the thing that bothers me. Like, you see, Sal kind of retreated from a heightened mood to a gloomy tone.
Yeah. So as he does, the Rovnius just puts her hand on his shoulder and she says, hey, "If it makes you feel better, you can still follow Mother Night and still worship the Morning Lord. I mean, I do the same, but in reverse."
Wait, what? You can do that?
Yes. Remember, this is I come from a dualistic religion. I see like other gods like Bahamut, and I can't help, and I'd say, okay, that's nice, but you don't really run Barovia. You're not the god who have watched over the Barovians for centuries.
Wow.
So I will stick with that.
Wow, you can actually do that? Sal is like totally taken aback, like.
Yeah, there's more. Yes, I've heard stories that in the days of Silverthorn they would worship Bahamut, and for justice they would pray to gods of civilization, that their civilization would endure evermore.
Then, just out of curiosity, then
the fact that you're a paladin just means you've dedicated your life to one deity. That doesn't mean you can't offer prayers to others. The gods are powerful, but they're not omnipotent. They can't cover. One god cannot cover everything in this world. That's why we have multiple gods.
That sounds really like that makes total sense. It's just so who do I devote my beliefs, my faith into? like this is a more of a matter of which side I belongs. Can I belongs to both sides simultaneously as a paladin?
The dwarven is actually going to think for a moment. She's going to sit and then she says, I actually don't know that. I can't make a decision for you.
You know what?
That is a decision you'll have to make for yourself.
You know what? I would very much like to try. Can you tell me more about how, not the convert, more like just show me the way of the Morning Lord. I would very much like to try.
Yeah, Dwarven is she's going to think, but she's going to say, all right, sure. All right. Bring the Morning Lord's light into the darkness. Although, to be fair, among the followers of the Morning Lord, we have a saying that Mother Night seems dark only because she stands in the shadow cast by the Morning Lord's light.
Oh. Wow.
It's all about balance.
Yes.
It's all about
Yep.
balance.
Yep, that's about the balance of what people in Wonderland say, the yin and the yang.
Yes. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So, Sal just kind of share a little bit about what he read about before about Mother Night, and just ask more from Dorovnia about how the rituals, how one who worship Morning Lord would do, and how they actually do it, the prayers and all that. So they talk for a really long time.
Yeah, it'll take a while.
Yes.
But meanwhile, Kelbi and Meepo are watching, eating cheese, she's so awesome. So cool.
So awesome, yeah.
Yes.
We should start a fan club.
Yeah.
It'll be 2 people.
Yeah.
we should make body pillows.
Yeah.
Oh god.
This will turn into a cult eventually.
We'll see. Like I've got shea water. I'm not cleaning those pillows, all right? Yeah, I've done the water inside, but I've got standards.
Yeah.
But after a couple
Kel's
of
just
hours of this, after a couple of hours of talking, what's Kelbi up to?
Yeah.
Kelbi is probably well, he knows that book is I'm gonna have to look at it for a month, so probably start going through the pages a little bit, just to get things started. And he's just occasionally checking up on Meepo, making sure that he's okay, giving him a cheese wheel whenever he wants.
Cheese wheel.
Yeah.
Because we've got that. They can't take that away. They can't take that away from you, right, Meepo?
Yep.
Yeah, they can't.
So that's probably what Kel is doing right now. He's just starting to begin the process of going through the manual of quickness, and
Nice.
I think he's occasionally jeez.
The cheese.
He's manual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say this. Kel is thinking a lot about that information that Tensor just gave him. And he's probably going to have to think of a time when he's going to have to bring that up. But right now, he's more focused on making sure that his friends are okay, rather than his own well-being.
Okay.
All right. So, as the sun goes down, Robin is actually going to gather the rest of you together, and she's going to say that she's actually going to leave.
Oh,
wow. Because she's going to sleep for
so soon?
She says, I'm sorry, but I've been apparently out for over 2,000 years. Fluffy was not this big when I last saw her.
Yeah, pets.
I've been out for a long time. The world has changed. I want to see what happened to my family.
Oh, yes, you should.
This got very big.
Wait, you are
there's this-
Lakewood, right?
I was gonna say there's this nice lady that we actually met called Ice Lakewood.
Yes.
I don't know.
Who's this Ice? Is she like?
Did you
is she
have like an offspring? Like, did you get married and have
That's what I'm
children?
saying.
That's a really weird way to say that.
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
very.
they sound
Did
relative.
you have offspring? You could say that. Did you have a kid?
Yeah, sorry. Just like Sal is still
She's Robin's gonna say, well, I'm 25, so I think there's still time to have kids.
Wait, what? You were mummified? Sorry, for lack of a better term, you are mummified when you were only 25? That's really sad. What?
I wonder what happened to Firo. No,
Who's
he's
Vero?
okay.
Maybe we've heard of him. Maybe Ice could heard of him.
Make a history check if you want to try to figure that out.
Alright, I have no clue who that is, so good luck. Nope, I
Okay.
have zero
No
clue.
clue.
Yep.
You know it's
want me
really
to
hard
make
to
a
know.
Do you want me to make a check?
Sure,
I mean,
go ahead. Why
go.
not? None of us know anything.
I can't blame you guys because even I don't know what's with Vero.
Yes.
I mean,
that's
Vero's
true.
like from my perspective, like what Kelbi probably thinks Vero. That's probably just another member of the family or something.
Yeah. So we all think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vero was.
Was he a grandchildren of yours? Grandchildren?
No,
Maybe?
he was my big brother.
Oh, what? Wait, hold on. Meepo with a nat 20. What?
Meepo has, during his time working for the Sons of Rasharlon, he managed to steal away, read a couple of things from the Draconic, and he read about Viral and how Viral had a whole bunch of kids, and those kids had a whole bunch of kids, and that eventually became the massive Lakewood family that we know and love today.
Did Meepo
Yeah.
share? That's the problem.
Yeah, probably. Meepo's like, oh, he's the first one. Like, he had a lot of kids, and then those kids had a lot of kids, and then it became this.
Oh.
Became along
Well, Sal immediately turned a little bit gloom. Is like, well, it's been 2,000 years, like many thousand years. Anyway.
And Robin's going to.
Yeah.
She's gonna think for a moment. She's gonna say, "You think Viral could have survived that long?"
Well, you are a human, right?
Yeah.
Last time we checked, even the longest living, well, from my bloodline, elves can only last 800 years tops.
You don't know my brother.
Yeah. So
I saw the guy steal. He literally stole stars from the sky and gave them to a wizard to make a cloak for his wife. All right, he literally did that.
I forgot about that.
If anybody could steal years to add on to his life, it would be my brother.
Kel does actually say something interesting
what?
to say.
go ahead.
Go
ahead.
It says, well, he wouldn't be the first man out of time, so there's a possibility.
What's that mean? What does that mean?
Nothing. I'm just saying that I think that he's probably alive. He probably is.
I want to make an inside check on Kelbi.
Yes.
on Kelbi. Okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the first time. Nope.
Oh,
no clue. No clue.
You probably heard some kind of a story or something.
Probably.
Robin is going to make an insight check of her own.
Oh shit. Interesting.
She's gonna look at Kelvin and she's gonna think, and she's immediately gonna. You see her just like her eyebrows just come together. She tries to think about what he could be talking about,
Yeah.
and then she's just gonna like, oh well. She just shrugs and says, "Well, you know what? I'm sorry I have to leave you guys, but like I said, I've just woken up in a brand new world. I want to explore. I want to see what's going on around here."
Yeah, sure. Good luck finding your brother. Well,
Yeah.
let's
And
hope
without
for the
hiding
best.
him.
Yeah.
I hope you have safe
fine.
travels. I really do.
All right,
Yes.
thank you, and I hope you guys are safe wherever you go.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, do you want to know Ice? Like, maybe in the future,
Well,
maybe she got some
no.
news.
maybe, yeah, I'm gonna go see this ice lady. She sounds nice.
Yeah.
Where is she? Do you know where she is right now?
We last parted like wait. As a player.
What was the last? Because she had that
Lakewood Keep.
Yeah, we last parted at Lakewood Keep.
Lakewood Keep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How's that place doing, by the way? Is it just?
Yeah, Kelbi does the little hand thing.
Yeah, we all do the little. It's like
She's
time.
gonna put her hands on her hips.
Yeah.
She's gonna say, "What did you do?"
We didn't do anything. I'm not anyone. I'm sorry. Meepo doesn't say anything.
Meepo is
what? Meepo is still eating cheese.
Kel does say, well, let's just say it's seen better days, but I'm sure it's a lot better.
Yeah, it hasn't been tended for a little while. It could be great.
What happened? You know what? I'm gonna have to go see that for myself now. She literally jumps in the air, does a backflip, and lands neatly on top of Fluffy.
Yeah.
And she's gonna say, "All right, Fluffy, take me to Lakewood Keep. You gotta see this."
And away.
And then she's like, "All right, I'll be back. I'll see you guys. I'll find my brother, and then I'll come back for you guys.
All right.
And there'll be lots of presents and Cornish game hens."
Yeah, go! I can't wait for the hens.
All right, Fluffy is going to teleport out.
Nice. Yeah.
Tensor's going to say, Well, in this case, I think I'll take my leave then.
As a player, do we have anything we last time said we wanted to ask Tensor? Like, it's just out of our...
That's a good question. He's here. You might as well ask.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what my character... I mean, my character asked the one thing... I think there's actually one thing that Kelbi would ask.
Because... sorry, go ahead. You go first, and I'll ask.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Yeah.
Hey, Tensor.
Yeah.
Just curious, is there any way that we could contact you if we needed to talk again or meet up or something like that?
He's going to look at you and he's going to give you a very serious look. He's going to say, I am an archmage. I might be powerful and I might be a swell guy, very fun at parties, but I'm not your personal Deus Ex Machina.
No. I didn't. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just if you do meet that guy that we talked about, just let me know if anything's changed. Okay?
Mento notes.
There's been a lot that's changed about him. Trust me.
Okay. That's all I
Right,
ask.
anything else? Is there anything else any of you want to ask?
By the way, I'm asking DM. I wrote down the Wizards of the Lost Kingdom plot on the Bywood. I'm not sure why I wrote this. Sorry, it's been quite a long time since
Where? Where? This is I'm looking.
Bywood.
I'm trying.
There's something about the Wizards of the Lost Kingdom.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when we talked about this, but
Yeah, that was like a long time ago.
yeah, so I'm not certain if this is important to sell because I kind of forgot. Sorry, really sorry about that.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have written down
alright.
more. Was that
To be
where
to
we're
be
going?
to be fair,
No.
I've got like 16 different Word documents I have on my computer,
Yeah.
and it's just piling up.
Yeah. So no, that's nothing. That's like I said, it's only really important in as much for. It is slightly important, but not like that important.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Well-
not very cool. It's like background information, basically.
Okay.
building.
So yeah. So the other thing Cell would like to ask is about Prince Roland in Gloomrot. Do you know any kind of information about this guy? Because
But no, but the minute you mention Prince Roland, Tensor just gives you a look and says, "Where did you hear that name?"
Oh shit.
let's just say I have a bone to pick with this guy.
You don't want to pick up anything with him. Trust me, Prince Roland, that is a very devious man.
Care to elaborate?
He is human, and yet he's managed to extend his life for well over 500 years. He has multiple fountains of youth that he draws upon.
Okay.
Ranging from deals with archmagi, devils, and fae, to a literal angel that he sucked the immortality out of one bit at a time. You do not want to mess with him. The last time people messed with him, it only solidified his rule over Gloomrot. And people have been smart enough not to try it again. But if you insist on challenging him, there are people in Gloomrot you could find to help. I have no doubt of that.
Which are any specific groups?
He's going to
we can talk to.
He's going to think for a moment. He's going to say, none of them oppose Roland openly, and they come from a variety of alignments. There are people who worship the Lich God Vecna, people who worship the Sun God Pelor, hell, even the Church of the Raven Queen has people who want to go after him.
Wait, but I thought he was like...
Not all of them. Not all of them want to, but some of them view his immortality, the fact that he's gained immortality, as a transgression of the Raven Queen's decree that all things must die at their appointed time.
I thought he worshipped the Raven Queen. Sorry.
He worships no one but himself. Trust me. I've spoken with him. Very few people have an ego quite as large as he does.
Oh boy.
That actually makes things easier.
No, it really doesn't. Like, you will not, for example, be upset if you fight him and then during the fight you destroy a painting of him. He can simply torture another captive into painting a new portrait.
Well,
I mean, hell, he doesn't even care if you scar his face. He'll just teleport out. Or I heard that during the last rebellion, they actually managed to kill him. Like, they saw him go down and they took his head to try to make sure that he died. But he stepped out within a day of his castle. None the worse for the wear.
Well, that's gonna be interesting.
Yep.
Yep.
Sal just goes on, took notes, all that.
This is a man who has had centuries to plan. If you're going to take him on, you need allies and a solid plan.
Yeah, I'm not gonna charge in right now. It's like the scores will be settled, but not now.
Not today.
Yeah, not today.
Not today. All right. Any more questions you want to ask?
That will be all on my part.
What about you, Meepo?
Yeah, more cheese. All right.
No, he's gonna. Ted is just gonna if Emrakul was here, he would have probably just forced your mouth open and then used a plunger to stuff the food down your throat.
Oh my god.
And then make you ask the question.
Meepo, anything? I pat on Meepo's back, so that he finishes his cheese.
Meepo, it's rude to talk with food in your mouth.
I'm not talking. She's just eating.
All right, I don't think and like
Yeah.
Kel's gonna like look at Meepo and then look at Tensor and be like, I don't think he's got any questions. So I hope you have a safe
Neither do
journey.
I. Neither do I. All right, I'm teleporting. It's always safe.
Anyway,
All right. Well, in
safe
that case,
travels. Yes.
safe travels to you, and I hope to see you again someday. And he
We sure hope
teleports
so.
out.
Yep. I wave
He's
him goodbye.
bamfs out.
Yep.
Yep. He gives you a little salute and he bamps out.
Yep.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Well, Cell needs to.
Sun's
Sorry,
going
Cal
down.
needs to train. Cell needs to learn more in order to do his dual belief thing. So
Yeah.
there's that. Meepo
Kel
just
was
needs more
curious.
cheese.
Kel was definitely curious about that because it sounded like you wanted to go to Barovia at one point.
Me?
Yeah, you. Was that true?
Wait,
or
but
did
that's
I...
Gloomrod is not in Barovia.
Gloomrot's in the Shadowfell.
Yes. It's the place where, well...
Where it's had the Mind Flayer.
No,
Yeah,
I was
it's
sorry. I
where
was
they were
talking
at.
more about before. This was before the conversation. This is
Oh,
more
okay.
out of character. This was before the conversation with Darovnia.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Kel is just like, well, I'm just gonna do my best to try and train as quickly as I can, but maybe not too quickly. But if you need anything, or if you've got anything you need to do, because I've got a couple things that I need to think about.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
You got your physics training. I got some training in, well, belief, I guess, for lack of better terms. So, looks
Well,
like
yeah,
we all
you-
got things to do. Meepo's gotta eat.
I'm just Meepo. Of course, Meepo's gotta eat. I mean, like that's the real plot here.
Yes.
But Kel is just gonna say, yeah. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about something that's been on my mind. But honestly, if we do talk about that, I really hope Philo is with us when that conversation happens.
Sal's face immediately turned to just like frustrated. It's like, we forgot to ask him where Philo is. Damn it.
Shit! We could have asked him. Damn it!
Damn it! We just like, damn it! I knew I forgot something. Damn it!
It's fine. We'll find another archmage.
Like that's easy to come by,
We'll
but
go down to the archmage store.
just randomly
Well,
pick one.
Look, when this is for 99.99. Let's
Yeah.
go, guys.
Let's go. It's on sale. Kelbi is just gonna say, I'm just gonna focus on meditating. But like I said, Sal, if you need anything, I'm not too hard to find. Okay.
Me too, and likewise. So yeah, we go on to our individual trainings. That's it.
That's pretty much it for me.
Me too.
All right.
Damn it! How can we forget? Damn it! Philo just hasn't been around
It's
so long.
funnier that way, to be honest. I
Yeah,
like
it's
the idea
way-
of both
it's funny that way.
realizing, like,
Yeah.
immediately afterward.
All right.
Ugh.
So your respective activities continue
Yes.
until well into the night. The sun goes down. The moon is shining bright when you finally stumble back into your rooms, and you pass out on the bed.
Yep.
All right, then. Meepo, I would like you to make a perception check with a -10 penalty because you
What?
Woo! Let's go, people.
Was that because lactose intolerance? Please tell me he ate too much cheese and it's currently running.
Hey, whoa, that's pretty good.
Whoa.
That's actually very good.
Oh
Even
my
with
gosh.
that's like a natural 19.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it is a natural 19. Even with that, yeah, that's good. So Meepo smells something burning.
Oh, hold up. It's like, there's something burning. And he's gonna just like, he's gonna waddle towards the smell.
Watto.
You wake up. Well, actually, he's in his bed. He wakes up and he looks over the side of the bed, and he sees 3 people standing over them. 3.
Oh,
giant
come
people.
on!
3 flamboyant, gigantic people. And
Isn't
their
this
heads
like
are
an
on
all-you-can-eat
fire.
buffet? People just comes and goes. What's wrong with this
No.
place? Damn it!
No, like I was saying, he sees 3 giant men, enormously
Oh.
buff, absolutely flamboyant, and their heads are on fire.
Well,
And like, am I beside like Kel or anyone?
No, you've kind of retired to your own room with the cheese. You weren't allowed to sleep in anybody's room because of the
Cheese.
the cheese. Because of the cheese smell. So you see these 3 guys standing over here. They have large scimitars in their hands. And you've heard of these. You've heard of them. You've seen one of these before, except it wasn't a man, it was a woman. These are
Oh
3D.
shit!
Yeah.
And Meepo alone to roll for initiative.
Oh no!
No, Charizard's
seriously?
coming back to kick her ass.
Yeah. Told you shouldn't call her that. Damn it. So many mistakes.
I love how my stupid joke is about to get Meepo killed.
Yeah.
That's what.
I keep forgetting that Meepo isn't a rogue, so I thought I can disengage for bonus and then dash for 30, but I can't.
Nope.
Nope.
The good news is Meepo rolled a lot higher.
Wait,
than
really?
for you.
Nice.
There's a chance.
There's a chance. Run for your lives.
There is a chance. They're not actually standing next to him to be engaged, though.
Fucking run.
Fucking run, man. Just like do what Meepo does. Just find
Man, if he was
us.
still a dragon, this would have been over in a second.
Well,
you know 3D are immune to fire, right?
yeah. If 3Ds.
I can punch them. Okay, this is gonna be a bit weird. I'm not too sure about this one, guys.
Please run.
Alrighty, so Meepo, what do you do besides meeping pathetically?
Where's the exit? Are they in front of the exit?
One of them is standing in front of the exit. Yes.
So wait,
One of them-
I'm alone in it.
They're standing in a rough semicircle around you, with one of them standing in front of the exit, one of them standing in front of the open wall that leads outside into the endless chasm below.
They
and one of them
block
is
the
standing
exits.
directly before the bed. They're
Damn.
all standing, their arms are folded, and they have large scimitars in their hands. So what do you do?
Can Meepo roll inside to see if they are like here for me or something? Like,
Make an insight check, yes.
Oh boy.
That's really smart. Nice. That's really good.
You fucked, boy. They
Wait.
come for you. They've come for you.
Oh, you fucked.
You've got no armor. Your weapon is put away neatly. What do you do?
I'm gonna. How far away is the exit? I know they stand in front of it, but how far away are they? How far away is the exit?
10 feet, not far.
You can make a run for it. You can.
Yeah,
totally
just
do
run
that.
and disengage.
Yeah.
Run and disengage. You can do that as an action.
Yes.
But here's the thing, right? They can just catch up in like 20 feet and then kick my ass. So the only way for this to go right is if I provoke 3 attacks of opportunity, hope they don't hit me, dash for my action, and then get away for 50 feet. Yeah, that's the plan. Meepo's gonna be like, and then he's gonna be like, he suddenly dashes under the legs of the Graffiti in the exit, and then he just continues running. He's out of here. He's gonna try to get out
Duck
of here.
and roll.
Alright,
Duck and
so-
roll.
So actually, it's not 3 opportunity attacks, it's 2. Now,
Okay.
time to play their theme, and then I gotta make 2 opportunity attacks.
Duck and roll. Oh my
I'm
god.
laughing for so many reasons. Oh, that's the
If you see-
best.
you can see the thumbnail. That's kind of what they look like.
Yes.
Yes. Everything about this is the best.
Yeah.
And so one of them gets to make an attack. Okay. Alright, okay, that's definitely a hit.
Oh man.
We're
And
fighting.
that is also a hit. So the first one, you take 13 slashing damage and 7 fire damage from the first one.
Alright, he's still alive. Wait, so how much is it? 13 slashing, 7 fire?
Yeah, total of
Yep.
10, 20. Total of 20.
20.
Yeah, the second one deals 15 slashing and 8 fire.
So total of 23.
23.
Yeah.
Yep.
A maximum of 43. Yeah.
Alright, he's still up. He's still up.
Nice. That's my
What do
boy.
you do? What do
He's
you do,
gonna
Meepo?
dash for his main action and just run to the, like, do I know, like, where's the closest person to me to call for help?
Oh yeah, Sal, you know where Sal is.
I'm gonna go run towards Sal's room. I'm shouting, help! Help! There's people here! Help!
Do I hear that?
Yes, you do. It echoes up and down, so what do you do?
I
guys wake up, and I would like-
I bolt for Meepo the moment I hear that.
I would like both Sal and Kelbi to roll for initiative.
All right.
All
Yeah, initiative.
Nah.
3. Sal's never. Oh, sorry. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like terrible. I just
you
realized I
guys have
didn't
no
change the
weapons.
name, so I'm gonna turn it
Alright,
back.
you guys, that's fine. You guys have no weapons and you have no armor. You can grab your weapons.
Well, for me that doesn't matter because I mean I'm on.
Yeah, but I'm talking to Darovnia in my room. I'm not gonna get there any faster.
Yeah,
So.
Darovnia actually went to sleep. She actually picked her room and she's gone to sleep.
Okay. Wait,
So-
I thought.
It's night.
Oh,
It's
okay,
nighttime.
okay. So everyone just goes
Yeah,
to
it's
rest.
nighttime.
All right.
Everyone has
Yeah,
gone to
we're
bed
good.
at this point. So Meepo is done. Kelbi, your move. What do you do?
All right, full movement,
Yeah.
dash, and then step of the wind to get to Meepo. So
All
let me
right, you
get
make it down
calculate.
to Sal's room.
I just want to give you the number if you're curious, because it's 45 times 3. That would be 135 feet of movement.
Wow.
You could literally run down the tower to the basement with that kind of movement.
All right. Well, I'm specifically trying to get to Meepo.
You can easily make it in just 90 feet. You don't need to do a step of the wind or anything.
Oh, okay, sweet. All right, so I'll just dash and I will get to Meepo. What do I see?
You see Meepo screaming like a lunatic. You can smell cinder from burning cinder and sulfur from inside his room.
and
And you
And
look
Kelbi-
inside, you see 3 absolutely fabulous, non-muscle graffiti inside. They're all wearing these enormous, puffy silk pantaloons. All of them
Yep.
have these enormous scimitars, and they're glaring daggers at you.
okay, we're gonna okay. Kel
What
is
do
thinking.
you do?
I just think Meepo, because I see Meepo's hurt, right?
Yeah,
Very
you've been
hurt.
slashed
Very
Okay.
badly.
All right. I wonder, could I? Well, I've already done my movement and my dash. I was gonna try and pick Meepo up and try and run even farther.
No.
No. Okay. Then I'm gonna stand my ground and I'm just gonna say, "Okay, Meepo, you're gonna keep running, and I'm gonna try and slow him down. All right, go get Sal."
Okay,
Alright.
okay.
Next up is Majid Al-Bari, and he is going to raise his hand, and he's going to speak a few magic words, and you guys are immediately surrounded by fire.
Ah!
Oh boy. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's his turn. Next up is Camille. Next up is Camille. Yep. And Camille, what will he do? He is going to actually create a small orb of fire in his flame. A small orb of fire in his hand. You can see it. It starts out red, then it turns blue, and then it turns white. And then he chucks it at Kelbi.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, what is your AC, Kelbi?
My AC is 16.
Yeah, he's hitting you.
Yeah, I figured.
All right, you take. Okay, you take 16 fire damage from that.
Okay, that's not terrible. All right.
Yep.
Ow.
Okay, and then Abdul is going to go striding up to both of you, and he's just going to loom over you. And this close, you do see, Kelbi, you do squint, you can actually kind of see a familial resemblance between this gigantic Afridi and Scheherazade.
No.
I was just thinking, it's like, but I just mispronounced her name. This seems like a little excessive.
All
You
right,
did
and then
more
he's
than
going
that, and you know it.
No, Kelbi is unaware.
to Kelbi in Ignan, he's going to say, hang on, what did I say? What did I put his accent as? Let me check my notes. Yeah, he's going to say, sorry, he's going to look
No,
at
it's
Kelbi,
fun.
and he's going to say, oh, don't worry about that. You did a lot more than simply mispronounce her name. You insulted her honor. You enslaved her. And now we're going to get revenge. And he's going to bring his sword down twice. The first time he's going to bring it on top of Meepo.
Oh.
Please dodge, Meepo, dodge!
I have no armor.
Yeah, you do not have any armor.
Yeah, me neither. Damn it.
God damn.
Alright, so Meepo.
Meepo's about to go down.
Meepo takes 13 slashing and 7 fire from that.
He's down. He's down.
Yeah,
Oh.
It's not lethal damage.
he's trying to capture us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yep, and then he's going to bring his sword down a second time on top of Kelbi.
Okay, bring it. 16.
He hits with a 16.
No.
Barely making
damn
it.
Damn it.
All right.
Alright, that is 11 slashing damage and 6 fire.
11 slashing and 6 fire. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, and I just... Yeah, okay. It's fine. Next up is Sal.
Yeah, I don't have any
You
armor.
come...
Yeah.
Yeah, you grab your hammer, you come running out, you see that the stairwell is on fire.
Yep. I got my shield on, and I
Yep.
yell. Wait, I do know that where our friends, the genies are, right?
Yeah, you can tell by the giant raging wall of fire cutting off the stairwell, yes.
No, I'm not saying the Ifritis. I mean, like, Cal's
You're looking for
mentors.
Aisha.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
looking for
Aisha. I'm looking for
Aisha, you have no idea where she is.
Wait.
Oh, okay. You probably don't, because you haven't been talking to her. I'm in the one talking to her.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you do, Sal? The hallway is on fire.
But I do know where Doromnia is staying, right?
Yep, she's staying past the wall of fire.
All right.
You gotta go to the wall of fire regardless.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell like, "Everyone up, intruder!" Yeah, and
Guard instincts kicking in.
yep. I really need my I really need my shield because without that I don't have anything to. I'm basically sitting meat.
Yep.
I take an action to don my shield because that's the proper time you need. I use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself. So
Okay.
I'm now at AC of 14.
Okay,
And
it's respectable.
yeah, and I'm just gonna. Oh, shit. How long does it take to activate the brazier? I don't think. Let me check. Hold on. Just sorry about that. Brazier of commanding. Speak the command. Oh, yeah, I need to use an action.
It only takes an action.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I will still bring the brazier, but I'm gonna try to leap through the fire. Well, that's
Okay,
the best I can do.
Oh, so you're gonna step through the fire to where your friends are.
Yes.
I was gonna say wait, but that's okay.
Yeah. Well, if I wait, you guys will all be down. So.
I have a
Alright,
thing if
so-
it gets to my turn, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sal
do what Sal would
steps,
do.
Yeah.
Sal steps through the fire and takes 15 fire damage as he gets scorched, leaping through the flames.
All right.
He sees Kelbi scorched, unconscious Meepo, and a gigantic freaking Ifriti standing over him.
Well, I can't do much, so I'm just gonna move towards them within the range of 10 feet.
You're easily moving within 10 feet of them.
Yeah, I will do that. That's it. And
Okay.
so that my aura of protection, is in effect because I use all my action and my bonus action, so I can't do anything else. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, by the way, something I forgot, I just looked up this one, I just forgot. I need Kelbi to make a dex save.
Oh yeah,
When
because of the
wall of
wall
fire
of fire.
appears. Yeah.
Okay, come on. I'm trained in this, please.
Oh, you got plus.
Ah!
Yeah.
And I have evasion.
Yeah,
So I
and
don't
you got
take
plus
any
3
damage.
to the. So you're
Alright.
27, and you are totally fine.
Yes.
Okay, but you, but since you start your turn, let's see, Meepo starts his turn with it, so he's gonna have to start making death saves.
Yeah.
Death saves.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
so he's at the start of his turn, he takes a failed save due to the automatic damage of the firewall.
Oh, so okay, so I don't
And
roll
you also
that.
made a
No, you also
So
need to make.
you took one from the firewall, but on your turn, your 15 is a success.
Yes.
So that-
Okay, okay, I see.
Alright, now, so that's Meepo's turn. Kelbi, you start your turn, and you take 26 fire damage from the wall.
Wait, what?
Well, I have to be in it, right?
You have to be in it.
Within
in
10
order to-
feet.
Like, I don't even get a
Actually.
deck save or anything like that? Because I
I'm
thought Wall of
checking.
Fire, it's like you still get a deck
Yeah.
save still.
Let's see.
When it appears...
yeah,
so one
but
side of
it's
the wall does
already.
5d8. One side of the wall does 5d8 fire damage. When it enters the wall first.
Yeah,
So it
enters.
deals damage. When you enter it or end your... Oh, sorry, not at the start of your turn. When you end your turn inside or within 10 feet
If
of it.
I
and
end
you
my
enter
turn
it.
within
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're going to have to get out of there quickly. So you don't take the fire damage. But you need to
Okay.
get out of there quickly.
I have a solution. Okay, this is my gambit. So I will finally use an ability that I actually have a use for using finally, and it's
Okay.
my racial ability.
What is that?
It's
Water.
called the wave. I'm going
Wave.
to create, basically, I believe I have it written down. I can basically create a shit ton of water, and I'm just gonna dump it on the wall of fire, in front of me, so that I can make a hole for us to escape through.
Nice.
Alright, you can... It won't put the wall of fire out. Let's create or destroy water. Create 10 gallons of clean water.
And it's second level, so
Extinguishing
it's technically
exposed
it's
flame.
like 20 and extinguishing exposed flames in the area.
Yeah, so wall fire.
So, and it does. I'm just looking to make a 5-foot, like, something that we can squeeze through.
yeah,
yeah, no,
Alright, you can do that.
we make a hole
Sweet.
in the wall
Okay,
of fire.
so you see Kel just like reach for his water. Well, actually, no, he's just got something. And he just creates water, and it just makes this little hole. I'm gonna use my action to pick up Meepo.
You already
Yeah.
used your action to create water.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I did use my action. Shit.
you can use a bonus action to do something.
Can I use my
to water whip or something to break the control of someone.
Sal could probably grab...
Yeah, I
Meepo
could
and-
totally grab him.
Yeah, but we're not gonna get that far. Shit. Well, I've made a hole. I wonder. You know what would be interesting? No, that's an action too. Damn it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
my whole plan just fell apart.
Yeah, I was gonna use the fire elemental to create a path for us, but I also realized the brazier is like. Yeah.
I'm sorry, my brain is like not working.
No, it's
Damn
totally
it.
fine.
It's fine, yeah.
It's totally fine.
I'm thinking. Well, I made a hole, so there's that.
That's good. That's good.
I mean,
use your
I
bonus
wanted
action
to.
to punch
I was
something.
I was thinking to myself that can I sacrifice my movement to pick up Meepo, but I probably can't.
No.
All right.
Use
so
your
what I
bonus
will-
action. You still
I
have
will.
them.
Well, no, a bonus action isn't enough. An action to pick up. So
No.
that's
I
the
mean,
problem.
use your bonus action to do water whip or anything to block them.
Yeah. I'm gonna just the one that's near. Yeah, I'm gonna just do that, and I'm gonna use three key points, and I'm just gonna do water whip and try and pull the guy. Basically knock him prone. Essentially, I'm just using the whip on the guy who's closest.
Yes. Who creates the firewall? Do you?
Well,
know
the
that?
problem is that I can't see through the
right.
firewall
Yeah.
to the guy
Yeah.
who created it. But at the very least, I can knock one of them prone.
That's true.
So he just has to make a I believe a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
No, strength.
Abdul
Strength
is,
saving.
Abdul is the one who's standing like right in front of you. He's the one who's basically blocking the doorway.
Right.
With his
So
brothers behind him.
it's a dexterity saving throw from him.
Nice.
The one that I can see.
Alright, so Abdul has to make a dexterity save. What's the DC?
14.
Or,
Go out swinging.
you successfully are able to trip him and knock him flat on his ass.
Nice.
Oh nice.
19 points of damage, and that's my bonus action. So yep, that's the end of my turn. That's all I can really do.
They are not going to be happy with this. Now that he's down, you can actually get a good look at these guys. You can actually see that the one standing on the far side by the opening, he actually, strapped onto his back is Dorovnia's unconscious form. It looks like she was slashed into unconsciousness by
that's why.
Shit. They're taking all of us.
Yeah.
Well, not all of you. Sal is immune to teleportation. They can't take you back.
Yep.
Oh shit! Interesting.
That's the wish.
They'll probably just lob him over the side.
Yeah. Well, they didn't know that. They might try, and that might be our chances. Because they didn't know I'm immune to getting teleported. So...
Alright, so let's see here. Majid is actually going to... He's going to pop his own little fireball, heated up to white hot. And then he's going to create a second one in his other hand, and then he's going to lob both of them at Kelbi.
Wait, two fireball?
No, not fireball, but more like fire.
It's hurl flame. It's hurl
Okay,
flame.
okay.
Okay, let's see. Both of them hit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Get ready. This is going to hurt. Ooh, that hurts. Kelbi's going to take 37 fire damage.
What the
from
fuck?
Majid. Is he dead?
Yeah, he's down. he's unconscious.
It's not lethal damage.
No, I figured. But I'm unconscious.
Yeah, but you're not unconscious. Let me see here. Camille is the one who created the firewall. He's going to end it. And then he's going to walk forward to where his brother is, and rather than actually attacking Sal, he's going to reach down, grab Meepo and Kelbi, and start dragging their bodies back into the room.
Alright, shit.
Alright, that's his action. Wall of fire just drops. And then Abdul is going to stand up, and he's just going to glare down at Sal.
I just wave my warhammer, like...
Alright, then he's going to... Actually, he's going to look down at what you have, at the weapons that you have.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to squint. And then he's going to cast Detect Magic.
Oh, okay. Warhammer is non-magical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not what he detects. He detects the
Lugdana?
anti-teleportation. Not Lugdana, he detects the
Oh,
anti-teleportation.
The anti-teleportation
Okay, on my
ability.
body.
So
Alright.
you can sense that.
Yeah,
You can sense
he
that.
knows that you have a powerful abjuration magic on you. Not on your items, but on you.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just going to give a look down at you. And then he's going to just simply turn around. He's going to walk back to his brothers.
turn back and face me!
That will provoke an opportunity attack if you like.
I would like to do
Give him
that.
a whack.
Yeah,
give him
I
a
would
whack.
like to do that. Warhammer... Damn.
He just simply slaps it to the side with his scimitar.
Yeah, I
He
wasn't...
doesn't even look.
Yeah, I
it's just
wasn't ready.
complete contempt.
Alright,
just-
second attack. I have two attacks.
No, one attack. For
No,
Oh,
it's
right,
an
sorry. Yeah,
opportunity
opportunity attack.
You only get one, yeah.
Yeah, so he is going to go over to his brothers,
Oh, man.
and he's going to look at you. He's just going. They're all just going to. He's going to look at you and he's going to. And all of them will just strike poses as Abdul casts Flame Shift, and they teleport out with their bounty.
No!
Yep, so they are gone.
Wait! Damn! Wait, can I retcon one thing? Opportunity attack?
What?
The channel divinity, I can add plus 10 to that attack? Is that possible?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah.
Do it.
That probably doesn't...
Give him a good whack before
Yeah,
they go.
I guess. I
There,
really
there,
tried
you
to
know what?
drop him.
Yeah, you did. You basically hit him you bruise his wrist is what you do
No.
Yeah.
with that
They're
damage.
tough boys.
Yeah, these guys are strong boys. Here.
Well,
They
I
place a
can't
red
do
plane shift
anything.
out.
All right, that's it.
And so they just simply strike epic poses and then plane shift out. So leaving Sal alone, a victim of his own anti-teleportation ward.
Hey, at least you didn't get captured again.
Yeah.
That's true.
Think of the plot. You know, think of the silver lining in this.
Sal is
situation.
actually a little bit relieved, though he is ashamed to admit it. But yeah. Finally, I'm not the one getting taken.
I'm not the one getting captured, and then
Yeah.
Kel is like, "Oh, this again."
Yeah.
Oh, this again.
Let's think about it. Like, yeah, this is now Kel's second time getting
Yeah,
captured. once
seriously,
from
the
GIF.
temple is like an all-you-can-eat buffet. People just comes and goes like nothing. There's zero protection.
We should use. You know what? We should use one of our. We should use one of our wishes for like security cameras.
Yes, to
you know.
fortify the place so no one. Yeah, no, to fortify the place so no one can teleport in and out without getting permission.
Nope, this is great. I love it. I love getting kidnapped by the Pillar Men. Can't complain about that.
I can't
so-
complain. Oh, man.
Yeah, Aisha comes stumbling down. You see, Sal, that she is actually injured. She's
Yeah,
has some
I
very bad
figured
burns.
they probably
And she's
give them
holding
a
her
good
own
fight.
scimitar.
yeah.
Yeah, she's holding her own scimitar. And then she looks around, sees the scorch marks, sees the blood, and then she just starts cursing in Orin very angrily.
Yeah. Sal is
So-
like looking really stiff, tightened his grip on the warhammer, and then just like asks Aisha, "Can you track them down?"
Aisha just says, I know. No, I can't track them down, but I know where they're taking them.
Where?
To one of their holdings, one of the family's holdings on the elemental plane of fire.
All right, let's regroup here after 30 minutes. I need to get my gears ready. I believe you do too. And let's go get our friends back.
All right. On the elemental plane of fire,
Oh no. You guys are
Kelbi wakes up, and he has been shackled, hand and foot. He wakes up. He's in a cage. It's ridiculously hot in here. Dorovnia and Meepo are next to him. They're also shackled, wearing chains sized for them. All of you wake up with 1 hit point.
Okay. Kel is just gonna look at the familiar cage and just kind of sigh a little bit and just go,
Yeah.
"This is gonna be a running thing, isn't it?" Okay.
Yeah, Dorovnia, she just kind of said, Kinda hot in here, isn't it? Is it hot in here or is it just me? What's going on? Is there wine? Is there wine? That is the most important question.
That is the
there
most
wine
important.
here?
I honestly don't know, but I doubt they'll serve it to us.
Yeah. One of the, you also notice there's a couple of other prisoners in there with you. Many of them actually look like orcs who've been captured. And they're very sullen. They're chained up, they're very sullen looking, very angry.
Oh.
Yeah, and as you look out into the black obsidian hall, you hear armored footsteps and the sound of metal on metal. And in a moment, you see where the sound comes from. An armored half dragon is clanging the blade of his long sword on the bars, and he's saying in common, "All right, everyone, rise and shine. We've got another long, wonderful day of fulfilling work ahead of us."
Oh God.
Oh.
Yeah, and you
good.
recognize the insignia as he's a member of the Sons of Charlon.
Meepo's like, not again.
Yeah, not again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem to know who you are, Meepo. He takes a look at you. You don't see any recognition in his eyes.
All right, so it's not the same half dragon assholes.
No.
Yeah, not the same
Different
one.
assholes.
Yeah,
Same group,
just
different
different
assholes. Yeah, and then another half dragon comes in. comes up and they have a quick conversation in Draconic that Meepo understands.
Nice.
Ooh, let's go.
Neat.
All right. Your relief's here. You'll take them. Take the rest of the day off. Oh, thank God. I can't handle these people. I need to I need to rest from all this constant listening to the whining. Wah, I want to go free. I miss my family. Wah. Bunch of little wimps is what they are. They should be happy. They're working for something greater than themselves. Not many people can say that.
Yikers.
Yikes.
I'm assuming what they're saying isn't good, Meepo?
No, it's not.
Okay.
All right. The relief guards unlock the cage and they haul you out into the rather large hallway, a lot larger than it needs to be, even for the Afridi. But as they take you to your workstation, you see why the halls are so large. There is an enormous fire giant keeping an eye on some slaves as they're turning a great wheel that keeps a long bucket chain rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you get the feeling this is escaping from here will be a bit of a challenge.
I just getting ushered out. I'm just going to just take a deep breath and go, okay, Kel, you're in charge with this. You gotta get everybody out.
Durovnia is going to look at you, Kelbi, and she's going to say, well, why think so, Kelbi? Let's not only get out of here, but let's take the rest of the slaves out with us.
So
Why
brave.
small?
So brave.
Yeah, I mean, if we can, but we gotta think of a plan first.
That's right. Yes, of course. We must think of a plan. We must think of a very good plan. I would give you wine for that if I had any.
Go to
Oh, thank God you're here. Thank God
Yeah.
you're here. All right, let's just go work for the first day and get used to this, and then we can start thinking about what we're gonna do.
All right. And this seems like a great place to transition to the B team.
Hey,
B-team!
All right.
I don't know. I just had when you guys said that all at the same time, I just kind of had a vision of this barbershop quartet singing.
Yeah.
Pretty
It's
close,
a choir. Everyone just sings
Pretty close.
simultaneously.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So where we left the B team off, they serve as employees of the Lovelace barony. They work for the Lovelace family, enforcing its will across the region. The characters, Cadence, Manakel, and Roberta, were speaking to Dario Lovelace, the current baron, about a bizarre cult that's coming in from the east and the north. A group calling themselves the Outsiders, and they don't seem to display any of the usual insidious tendencies of a cult, which only makes Dario more suspicious. He really thinks they're hiding something. So he's ordering you to go somewhere where the cult has established a small foothold. A town called Kalstead,
Yes.
located in a swampy area known as the Reach. And it is the former home of Pasca Rose, the infamous executioner who deserted her post and busted some prisoners out to take with her as her quote-unquote adventuring party.
Yeah.
You were traveling for about a week. You traveled for a week. You beat off a group of hobgoblins who were roaming around. And as you get close, you notice that that nailed to the trees are rotting notices. Paper doesn't really last very long here in the swamps, but the reachers here, they stoically keep nailing up, creating and renailing up paper notices. A lot of them are missing persons reports. Some of them are warnings that orcs are running around attacking people. Some of them are hobgoblin bandits. One of them, funnily enough, is titled "Don't Lose Your Head," and it details warnings about Pasca Rose and how she will try to collect your head
Yeah.
if you try to go after her.
I think Roberta do I know if the rest of my party knows about Pasca enough?
You guys all know about Pascal. You've all heard the story. This wasn't very long ago.
She's like
Okay.
a local fairy tale, not fairy tale, more like a cautionary tale, like telling families, telling people, like especially children's, that if you don't behave, you'll be duh.
Pascal will drag you out into the
Yes.
swamps and you'll never be seen again.
Like the bedtime story. Nice.
Yeah, Roberta.
What a very horrific bedtime story.
Roberta
Well,
just
a lot
is
of them
just kind
are.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roberta just looks at the both of you and goes, "Well, she's a lot of things. Just be careful. You see."
Will do, Lady Roberta.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah.
Slowly turn over to Cadence and just, you see my profile picture? That's the look I'm giving you.
I know, but Cadence just gives her back with a winning smile and a charm in his face. Yeah.
Slowly turns
All
back.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So as you approach like I described earlier, Kalstad is not like it doesn't have the soaring Gothic grace of Silverthorn's architecture. It's not like it's not the fancy, opulent architecture of the City of Brass. It's squat. It's grim. It was built simply to survive the swamps. Nothing more.
Nice.
And there's nobody like outside. There's no like shops or stalls or anything set up outside. It's just a big wall. It's just a big grim black wall. As you approach the gate, you hear from the top. You hear from from the archer's post above. You hear someone say, "All right, that's enough. It's far enough. That is. You guys, y'all boys, y'all just stop right there. Yeah, you got that. You stop right there. We'll fill you so full of arrows. You'll look like a fucking hedgehog. Is what you'll look like. You'll look like a hedgehog. You want to eat arrow, hedgehog?
Oh, hedgehogs!
I will
Nice.
slowly
You must mean the
just-
spikes. And I like lift my shoulder a little bit, let him see this the spike on my leather jacket. It's like, yeah, you must mean those. Oh, that's really accurate description. Yeah.
And then you hear this chunk sound, and then an arrow plants itself at Cadence's feet. I'm like, no man, no, man. I'm talking about proper boy. The pincushion, my baby. A pincushion. You gonna be pincushion? You want to be pincushion? You shut the fuck about. You tell me what you want. You give me.
I can barely even understand him. I'm just- Roberta just look at him and just kind of
Stare.
says, all we want is a place to stay for the night. We mean no trouble. I'm assuming that you're not going to just turn around every weary traveler that enters this area.
No man, you're not turning around. No man, I'm not turning around. You gotta tell me who the fuck you are? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing here?
We're just
I
a
just
group
look
of
at her and go,
adventurers here to tidy up some loose
Wait,
ends.
Eventually, you want to go to fucking Lovelace, family? You want to go to fucking Lovelace's?
What is a Lovelace? Man, jeez.
Lovelace. You fucking...
Talk.
Falcon, can I roll history if there's like any present issue within this
We
area?
know. We know that they hate the
No.
Lovelace.
I mean like no. I mean like if there's like extermination quests, like take out goblins, take out hobgoblins and stuff like that.
Make a history check.
Wait, we
God
do
damn
see.
it.
Wait, we do see the message board, right? We already saw that.
Well, let's
you
see
passed the
what
message board from outside that just had rotting.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, had the rotting papers hanging off.
Doesn't list it in his classes.
The only thing that Mana knows, or that he remembers, is that people in the Reach have in the past been abused by adventurers in the Lovelace's employ. So they do not have a great love for the Lovelaces or for the adventurers that work for them.
Yeah.
So when Cadence mentioned that they're adventurers, the people here automatically assumed that they are working for the Lovelace family and they're here for you. They're here to do God, there's lots of that.
I will take. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say, Mana?
No, go. Mana would be like too
Too scared.
shocked by the arrow. It's like,
My friend misspoke. We're not adventurers. We're just traveling to another location. This is merely a stop. We'll be gone by tomorrow morning.
What do you mean?
what we're
Like,
here.
musicians can't be adventurers? That's, what do you call, career racist? Whatever.
Stereotypical.
Yeah, stereotypical. That's correct. Thanks, Mana. And I drag out the guitar on my back and just like, just started playing. Just ignoring them, just like.
But then another voice, you hear another voice talking that speaks to you from the archer's post, and it's another, sounds like another country hick. Only this one so you can actually understand. He doesn't speak as fast. All right, what do we have here? Looks like we got us some Lovelace adventurers. All right, listen up. I'm only saying this once. You turn around and you fuck off back to where you came from. You go tell that fat fuck Dario that we don't want his shit.
I will.
Ourselves 3 fucking
Yeah.
heroes.
I'm not talking.
You got 5 seconds.
To the DM, Cadence is not talking, but he's making background music for the guy who's talking. So he's like playing guitar, just like heightens up the speed when he's like. Can I make a performance
you're
check?
helping crescendo.
Yes.
You're just really
just
enhancing,
like make him sound more. Can I make a performance check? If that's possible.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Make a performance check.
Nice. Come on, don't fail me. Yes! It's like a...
Yeah, he makes. Yeah. He's able to successfully accompany it, and then the guy who's speaking doesn't even know. He just starts counting down. It's like 4, 3.
I'm just going to grab. I'm grabbing Cadence, and I'm moving backwards.
Oh,
You're not gonna grab Mana, I assume. And like Mana's gonna step forward. Wait, I'm gonna roll a wisdom saving throw and see if he can has the actual courage to speak up.
Okay.
Do
I
it.
believe in you, man.
Nope.
Nope. You're currently being dragged away with.
Yeah, he backs off. He's not trying anything.
As you guys back off, the guy in the tower says, "Yeah, I know exactly where you need to go. It's back the way you fucking came."
Come on! Don't you
outta
guys
here.
need some music in your lives? Some happiness? You guys look so gloomy and down, and that's not good for your health.
You know what? I'm just gonna look it up myself. I just realized I don't need to ask that question. Okay.
He's
All
dead.
right. Cadence, an arrow flies right past you and buries itself in the tree next to your head.
I'm gonna use my short sword to cut that in half. Like, sing! Just like when he flies towards me. And then put it back.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
That's all I do.
I'm just walking. I'm a walking. That's what Roberta would
All
be
right.
doing.
All right. As you walk, as you basically start circling around the town a little, you see that you start back in the swamp. You start circling around trying to find another way in. You notice set off on another area of hard ground, a little ways away from it, is a small camp of small white tents, and there's actually a little stream of people that are going to and from between Kolstad and the camp. Yeah.
I wonder what that is.
I see the tents and go, well, we're definitely not going through the front door now, so let's try this tent. Let's go check out these tents. And I think for moving forward, we're not going to say that we're adventurers. We're just going to say that we need to actually, and she kind of turns around, we need to come up with a story, something that will obviously make it seem that we're not part of the Lovelace or hired.
Well, it's hard to fool anyone with our equipment and such. But Cadence just raised. That's why I want to say we are just random adventurers, not from the Lovelace. So, but that it.
I have a possible. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say, Mana?
I look towards Cadence, and then I know he's like a wizard or something to that effect. So
Yes.
I was like, well, if Cadence is a wizard, we could say we're assistants looking for possible archaic artifacts around here.
Archaeologists.
Yeah,
We could make
makes
that work.
sense.
Why don't we make that our story then? You and Cadence and Mana, you are archaeologists, and I am simply your guard.
Yeah, that works, right?
I
I
guess so.
don't like lying, but it seems like it's what we have to do.
Yeah,
We
and
need
Roberta
a
looks like
better
the- sorry.
outfit. Sorry, if we want to look the part, this is not gonna fool anyone. And I'm pointing myself, and
Fair point.
Well, the world's a dangerous place. We have to equip ourselves.
yeah, but let's
Do
see.
you have spectacles, a magnifying glass,
Yes.
maybe a brush?
Well, I need to whip out my old clothes, put on something that's less threatening. Then I whip out the costume for performance because of my background. Yeah, I put them
Nice,
on.
nice.
I remove my leather jacket with the spikes, and make my hair a little bit, making them look like a little more decent and not so wildly grown. And I put my short sword into my backpack, just stuff them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just pretend, and I whip out my book, to look the part.
Look the part. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Very good.
what about Mana?
Amanda realizes he's just wearing straight leather armor and it's like, oh yeah, and then he gets his pack and then he grabs some very, very fine looking clothes. Definitely not for commoners, and he has
Ooh.
like this very ornate robe that just doesn't reach the legs. It's short enough so that the swamp doesn't actually trail, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And he has a very nice white tunic that goes over his leather armor. He's trying to put it over his armor so it
Nice.
still stays safe.
Yeah.
And basically he's now looking more of a scientist with rolled up sleeves and everything, and with kind of slacks and all. Actually, not really slacks, but the bottom half is still somewhat armored, but he looks more casual now.
Yes.
More
Alright.
villager yeah.
And for Roberta, we'll say you are our bodyguard. How's that?
Yeah,
And-
I don't really need to change that much.
Yeah.
You can just say that I was hired as a sellsword or something like that
Yes.
for a contract. I'm not exactly an adventurer. I'm
Yeah.
just here to make sure that you guys don't get killed.
All right. Cool. Let's get going.
And Mana unties his hair, it's more until the back of his neck, and it goes around, so his hair is no longer tied.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
All right, let's go for the tents.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, as you go to the tents, you notice that aside from the usual mud-stained hicks that form the bulk of the population of course, that there's also groups of people wearing white robes, and they're almost like monastic robe or mendicant robes. They appear to be trading. It's kind of like trading, almost like they're giving, the people in the white robes are giving animals that they brought with them from somewhere far off. It's you're pretty sure that chickens would not really survive very long here in the Reach without help. And in return, the Reachers are giving them fruits and meat from salt meat. So what do you do?
We listen around to what the peoples are talking. Try to pick up something that might be helpful. Either to help us blend in, or around the area, what kind of information, something that might help us on our quest. All that.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't know anything, so we need to start somewhere. So what?
As you
Yeah. What do we?
as you take a look around, you hear actually a voice behind you say to you, "Well, I don't believe I've ever seen your faces before."
And then you see Mana just immediately turn around, and then he looks at Roberta and Cadence.
Part of my friend, he is not really comfortable with people. Then he's more comfortable than books. Well, we are archaeologists. We're here to investigate some kind of appearance. Some might said the rumor about some sort of powerful artifact. That sort of stuff. So that piqued our interest. Yeah.
You turn around. The person you're speaking to is an old man wearing the same white mendicant robes.
All right. Haven't got your name, sir.
Yeah, unlike the others, this old man is wearing an ornate, very large, very ornate brass head and brass hat, for lack of a better word, brass helmet.
Helmet? Okay.
Yeah, there's a large crest on top of the attached to the top of the helmet with 11 dots, with like 11 black stones set into it, with the center stone being bigger than the other 10.
Wait. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, flanking this man on either side of him are two large people, also in the mendicant robes. They have these like monk hoods flipped up over their heads, and they're wearing brass masks that have no facial features, just holes poked into them for sight so they can breathe. They're also carrying large, heavy maces.
Okay.
Although they're not holding them very in a threatening manner, they're just like casually holding them over their shoulders.
Yeah.
The old man says, "Yes, powerful artifact. I'm not sure about that. Not sure if I've ever heard of any artifact in this part of the world. But I'm sorry, I didn't get your names."
Oh, I'm Cal, and this is my friend Manakel. That's the best I can come up with. Yeah.
And then at this point, I go, and I'm Revy.
Yeah. She's hired help. So yeah.
Hi. Well, if that's the case, then we'll just keep exploring around to make sure, and we'll be on our way. If we find nothing, it'd be like that.
Yeah, well, right. Where are my manners? And he immediately walks up and shakes Mana and Cadence and saying, "I'm Father Lucius. I'm the leader of the outsiders here."
Outsiders?
Yes.
Why would you guys be outsiders? You are not from here as well?
No, we're not. Not only that, but our religious practices aren't particularly well understood.
Okay.
I see. And then does this look like the rituals they're doing, their attire look familiar to Mana or to us at all?
Make a history or a religion check.
Will do.
Oh god.
19. Ooh, 21. Nice.
Ooh, good, nice.
Nice. So there are no rituals that they're performing right now that you can make out. But as for the dress, as for what they look like, they do look like very religious. They do remind you of monks, but the monks typically do not dress in like cloth robes. They typically wear like rough, coarse clothing, not smooth clothing like these people are wearing. The ones with the masks and the heavy maces are the ones you've heard of them. They're kind of like when groups of mendicants wander around, they frequently get set upon by monsters and bandits. So some of them train to fight.
Yes.
And this is like traditionally what they wear. The weapons they have are traditionally what they have.
Ah, see.
As for the masks and the helmets, they don't, and Father Lucius's helmet, you don't have any frame of reference to them. These are not things you are aware have ever been recorded in history.
Ooh.
Interesting. So
I haven't seen this before. Like in my studies, I don't recognize your attire or rituals. It's very interesting, actually.
No, these tend to be prehistoric. These beliefs are actually prehistoric beliefs that are starting to get a little traction in other lands. So we've come to spread the word.
Ooh, nice. A member
If it's prehistoric, and then I just look towards like Cadence, I say, well, if we don't find that artifact, maybe observing these people will do well for our studies.
Yes. Do tell us about your your deity, we would be happy to record them.
Well,
And
not deity, but deities. It's a little complicated. If you wouldn't mind me just going on about it.
I'm all ears, man.
Only if you have time. I don't want to push you out.
Don't worry, we got all the time.
Oh,
And
we
probably,
got all the time.
yeah, probably with your information that might help us on whatever we're looking for. There might not be an artifact here, but the knowledge is invaluable itself. So,
Well, you know what? That's actually something that our gods, well, I call them gods, they're not really gods, but to us they might as well be. But that's something that they actually encourage, the pursuit of knowledge.
okay. How do you guys approach that pursuit? Do you go to, like us, ruined lands and find the missing pieces to uncover the past stories, or?
Partly, we played, you see, he's going to stop for a moment. He's going to say, well, I might as well start from the beginning. This is going to be a little confusing if I don't explain from the beginning first.
Do tell.
At the dawn of time, when the gods were fighting their various wars amongst themselves, humans, elves, dwarves, all the mortal species, they didn't have anything to pray to. The gods wouldn't listen. So they prayed to the stars. And the stars gave them the guidance that they needed to see their way through life. Eventually the wars of the gods ended and the time of the stars passed. The stars stepped aside and the gods stepped in to fill that void. But the stars have always been there, always watching. Have you ever, when you were young, you've wished upon a star, haven't you?
Well, that's what we do.
That's definitely a saying, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Because that belief in the stars, that's ingrained deeply into each and every mortal. The dwarves may deny and say, oh, we live underground, we don't care about the stars. And yet they carve their ceilings into elaborate constellations set with the finest of diamonds, mimicking the night sky above. But
just
yes,
nod.
the stars have always watched over us. We just simply are returning to worship those that helped us in ages past in hopes that they'll help us in these dark times.
Oh, so the old ones. Interesting.
Older than the old ones, actually.
Really? How do you, if you don't mind me asking, found them? Like, because you know, like the old ones, they were, some of them are even forgotten by the mortals for how short we lived. But the ones that are, beyond them, like that must be hard. How do you guys find them?
Long ago, or so it is said, the person who would come to found the Outsiders, the founder, he traveled to a distant land and discovered an ancient temple of amber. And within that, he gained the knowledge of the old gods, the stars.
Okay. So he got a relic that records them. He got a book. He got a tome, maybe, or something.
Maybe he experienced a revelation. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What I do know, though, is that when he preached the word of the stars, people who felt abandoned by their gods, people who felt that their gods ignored them, they flocked to him. They clamored to hear his words, and he graciously taught them.
Okay. So he's the first saint of your religious, so to speak.
Combination of saint and pope, if that helps.
Okay. So your the legacy of your religious just pass on, and how wide have you guys spread? Like, like, pardon me, you guys were not from here, and you guys said you were from faraway lands. So I'm just wondering, where
Roberta does chime in and
Yeah.
ask, are there any other who worship the stars? Those who
Yes, they're scattered, not just throughout this region, but through regions beyond.
Okay,
Interesting.
interesting.
Roberta does chime in and go, well, what brings you to Kalstead then?
I was going to say, we heard the tales of orcs rampaging around, butchering indiscriminately. The gods don't seem very interested in helping here. So we decided that perhaps the Word of the Stars could help.
Okay.
Oh, that's awfully nice of you guys.
Yes, isn't it?
You see Mana's like face like brightens up a bit, like, yeah, wow, they're helping people, but he's still a bit saddened though that they had to actually fight, but whatever, they're orcs.
That was days ago, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's like, but yeah, Mana just like stays quiet for a bit, let them do the talking, because he isn't so confident.
Well, I thought Mana is currently portraying someone who loves knowledge, so maybe.
Yeah, but
chime in.
Mana's pretending to be somebody, but doesn't necessarily mean that
Yeah,
he can,
true.
he's going to be able to muster the courage to
Yeah.
talk. Not at this point.
True.
We're working on that.
All right.
Baby steps.
Roberta, do you have anything you would like to ask?
Roberta's just going to say, well, I hope your travels to Kalstead are worth everything. I hope you spread the word.
He says, I've spoken with the people here. I feel I can do a great work among them, given time.
Yeah, those people are really not so friendly. Like,
No, they're not. They've been horribly abused by the Lovelaces in the past. They view the Lovelaces as distant and tyrannical overlords who work through mercenaries to suppress and keep the people under control. And the Lovelaces evidently view them as a bunch of inbred hicks, worthy of nothing more than a beating.
so was that the castle from that direction? We might have met someone that passed through there. Huh. I pointed at where we came from, just try to pretend that we don't know anything. Yeah. Or at least we don't know much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so what are the dogma of the stars? I mean, those are pretty interesting. You see, Cadence is currently writing down the stuff, just
Yeah. Well, primarily among the dogma of the stars is knowledge.
knowledge. Okay.
Knowledge.
Okay.
Roberta does ask, do these gods, you say that they're part of the stars, are they perhaps connected to the astral plane? Just curious. In any way,
She's going to
shape,
say, no, they are stars.
They are the stars. They are the ones
Yes.
beyond them. All right.
Yes, you've heard the stars personified as, oh, the stars look down upon us. Well, that's because they do.
Okay. As a player, I kind of don't have a good feeling about this, but
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Roberta's definitely taking everything that they're saying with a grain of salt.
Since Mana's not.
I'll let
Oh,
you
sorry.
make an insight check if you want to take that. If you want to try to see how big your grain of salt is.
22.
Oh, that's a really big grain of salt.
Okay, yeah, that's a very big grain of salt. You also get the sense that the reason Father Lucius showed up with these bodyguards to send you something of a passive message, which is basically, welcome to our peaceful and tolerant camp, and these are our tame gorillas in case you get out of hand.
Yeah.
Mana's just gonna, while they're talking, since he's not talking much, he's just gonna look around, observe if there's anyone or anything that might be there. Just anything out of the blue.
There's not anything out of the ordinary. It's some of the mendicants are definitely reading and the hick people, they just look at it, they take a look at the book, and they just shake their heads and I look away. It's like they can't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I have an interesting question. Just looking at the camp, I want to take a look at the ground and just kind of take a look at the footprints, if they seem like normal in nature, in the sense where, does it look like maybe they were covering like a scuffle or anything recent?
Make a survival check.
Okay. I believe I have it. Yeah, I have advantage in those.
Ooh, nice.
Blood Hunter.
Blood Hunter.
54.
All right, nice, 24. From at this particular point in the camp where you're standing, and as far as you can see on the ground, you don't see any signs of a scuffle anywhere.
Okay. Good to know.
You see there's plenty of activity. There's been plenty of activity. There's footprints leading to and from the town. There are people who've been walking barefoot, people who've been wearing different kinds of shoes, different kinds of animals have been walking around.
Do I, weird question, do I smell anything that sounds out of place?
You smell any out of place
Like
smells?
anything like burning flesh or like rotting flesh or
Ooh.
anything around those lines?
You smell a very smelly swamp.
Oh, yeah, we're in the swamp.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
enough.
We're in a swamp. That's undead flesh is not going to stand out here.
You smell rotting. You smell things
Everywhere.
rotting in the swamp.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But you're not smelling like zombies or shit.
Okay.
Because they're all blended.
They're not burning people at the stake here, if that's what you're asking.
Well, Roberta's just, checking off boxes. Okay, well, they're not burning people. Check.
No evil rituals, check. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, now, if you want to make another history, by the way, if any of you wants to make another history or
I would
religion
love to.
check, you can do so, but with disadvantage.
16.
16. That's all right.
That's the
16.
same.
Yeah.
15.
15.
All right. From what you two remember,
Mm-hmm.
what the good father is talking about, it's not unusual. He's not lying, as far as you know, about people who used to worship the stars. And you know that occasionally some bat-spit crazy cultists sometimes do that, and they need to be put down by adventurers like you.
Yeah. But they don't look
But
crazy, right?
these guys do not seem crazy. They, in fact, seem very pleasant. Very nice, very pleasant people.
Yeah.
If that's the case, man is sold.
Yeah, let's just we'll make tea. We'll work for these guys now.
Okay, guys, I think we have a report. We can go to Lovelace now. They're fine. They're absolutely fine people.
No, actually, Cadence is still a little uncertain. Yeah.
Roberta's
Mana
probably
didn't
gonna.
say anything, yeah.
Roberta's probably giving you a look, Cadence, that like we should probably go and rest up
Yeah,
somewhere a
but
little bit out of the
I
way.
messaged her back saying we have nowhere to stay.
Well, the Cadence, before everyone started talking about it, yep, I'm sold. One thing that you do know, Cadence, with your check,
Ooh, okay.
is that people who worship the stars frequently tend to be of a scholarly bent. The people who go bat-spit crazy because they take a look and they think, oh, I can just look at one little thing. I have the strength to go just as far as I need to and no further.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of relayed that to Roberta. Not to Mana, because I want to talk to him in private so he won't freak out.
Mana is a sweet boy. We must
Yes.
protect him.
Yeah.
Roberta's definitely giving you a nod of acknowledgement, and with the message, kind of goes, we should just find a spot to stay in the swamp outside. We can make it to it.
Well,
So-
you can stay in our camp if you like.
Do you have any spare places? We would very much appreciate it.
Of course, we always do.
That's fine, right? And I look at everyone with like a very optimistic look, not
Yeah.
realizing that he should be a bit more skeptical.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roberta goes, well, if you're offering, that would be most kind of you.
Yes. Cadence would nod, and yeah, just like we were very much appreciated. All right,
All right. Yep.
please lead the way.
Well, yeah, so he's gonna, Father Lucius will actually lead you to a tent, a pretty large tent. He's gonna say, well, I'm sorry, it's not bigger, but we have to save space in this part of the swamp.
Yeah.
We don't want
No.
to sink.
You know what? We
No.
totally understand. The swamp is dangerous. You guys needed safe space. Totally understandable.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Alright.
yeah, do they leave or do they,
Yeah, once he gets to the tent, he's going to take his bodyguards and leave.
Yeah, I said thank
Alright.
you to him, and then we waved goodbye, and yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
So I'm gonna try to look around, see if anyone's hiding in the shadows, listening to us.
Make a perception check.
Yep, I'm terrible at
I'd
this.
like to join
Just saying. Oh,
well.
22, nice. Not so terrible.
22, you says you're terrible, but you have a +4 bonus.
It's pretty terrible. Yeah, only +4.
No,
Just kidding.
yeah. No, you guys don't actually see or hear or smell anything
All right.
untoward. Except for the swamp. The swamp is just absolutely,
Yep. That's something to remember by. Yep. I look around, make sure no one's listening to us, and then I turn back to the tent. I just whisper to the others, saying, "All right, Mana, don't freak out, but
What?
some relics or recordings, people who worship the stars tend to lose their minds at one point."
I mean, they look fine now, and
Yes,
but
Yes, I'm just saying, like, I don't want you to be worried all the time, but just be careful, right?
I actually am a bit confused. We were sent here to find the. I tried to speak quietly as possible.
I message him.
to find.
Yeah, the word I'm messaging cults.
I mean, I just whisper because just so that Roberta can hear, so everyone can hear. It's
Yeah.
like, I know they sent us here to look for a cult, but what kind of like signs do we know if they're a cult and not just like an up and coming religion?
That's why we need to find out, and until we know
I
for sure.
look at Mana. I look at Mana and say,
Yeah.
it's not exactly something that they would be openly advertising. If they were doing something
what's-
if they were doing something more dubious, it would definitely be in the shadows.
I nod.
So if they do something wrong, that means they're a cult.
No, more like if they behave a cultist-like behavior, then we know they're cults. But for now, we don't know anything.
I do say that, Mana. We also don't know if everything that they've been saying us is technically correct.
Yes.
We're banking on the fact that this is how this camp runs. This is how this group of outsiders runs in this area. For all we know, they may have just said that. Now, granted, I also noticed that he was also very clearly advertising that he has a military force. Well, it's such a friendly, bygone group of, outsiders need such a... Why would they need to announce that? Well, yeah, the orcs, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I will say this. Roberta's like, yeah, they could be doing that for the orcs, obviously, and I'm no stranger to that.
Right.
But that felt much more targeted. That felt much more don't fuck around.
Okay, and that's
you know what?
That's a scary thought, but I mean, I believe they could be absolutely nice people if
And
if
you can
things
hold
go
on to
right.
that. You can totally hold on to that belief. But I'm just saying, in the meantime, when we're investigating around, try to be careful. That's it.
Yeah, Okay, yeah, sure.
What time of day is it, by the way?
It's actually, I'd say it's around mid-afternoon.
All right.
Mid-afternoon. I'm gonna go for a bit of a walk. Now, Cadence and Mana, you guys stay close together, okay?
You know what,
Each other's safe.
Roberta? Try not to leave too far away. We don't know. Like I said, we don't know them.
I'm not going far.
Yes.
I'm just gonna see what I can see from a different angle.
Nice.
Okay.
Good thinking.
If I find anything, I'll let you know.
All right. Cool. Be careful. Yep. All right.
I kind of walk by. I tussle Mana's hair.
There's like he's just like yeah, he really cringes, like he feels a bit, and then he's like and then he looks at and he just looks at Roberta and just says, "You'll be all right, right?"
I look at Mana and say, "I'm gonna be all right. Don't you worry." Gender bent Alexander.
I remember Alexander doing that.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, it's funny. It's funny because like
Old
there's
habits die hard.
There is a very specific reason why Roberta is doing that with Mana that I know.
Oh, hold on. Ooh.
A crush.
All right, let's go.
Secret
Well,
crush.
you may have to learn more about her backstory. But Roberta's gonna have to walk out.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Mana just points to the camp. So let's set up.
Yeah, we do that. And we actually, listen around to see if we can pick up something else. People always give out vital information when they're less, focus and talk.
Alright.
Yeah, awareness. Anyway.
Okay. Okay then.
Yeah.
In
we'll
that
do
case,
so.
if you're gonna go around just listening in, I actually want you to make a deception check. Not to lie to anyone, but to basically act like, oh, I've been a part of this for a while, you know me. Just go about your business.
All right. Combined effort because I have 0.
Who is
God.
more deceiving? Well, I guess Mana's definitely
Mana is,
not gonna be.
I have a
so
0 in deception, so just so you know, it's gonna be terrible.
You roll first.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 6.
Oh yeah, we did it +8.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I leave you two
I mean,
alone.
wait, hold
for a
on.
minute.
I mean, actually, Mana will just set up for camp. He's not gonna, honestly, he wouldn't go around and eavesdrop.
Yeah.
That's not him.
Yeah,
So
he's trying to set up, just trying to act normally, but he's being very conspicuous about it. And occasionally people would look at him like, what's up with him?
yeah, exactly. Mana's just very nervous, he's shaking, just trying to fix stuff.
Like
Yeah,
someone
Cadence
who's something to
probably-
hide. You know what?
Cadence is
Can
probably
I say this? Yeah,
What?
can I say Cadence just walks around, just trying to be
Hello, fellow
blend in.
Elvis. How are you?
Yes, but because of his cheerful nature, he just couldn't help but meddle with someone else's business, play a little tune
Yeah.
when he meets someone or something interesting. So yeah, he doesn't
Yeah, he's
exactly
basically
blend
like
in.
Jesus, imagine going to a religious camp and
Yeah.
just going up to them, playing a little tune.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, fellow.
It's me.
Hello, fellow Mansons. How is it doing? What a lovely day it is.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah. He over-advertised himself. That's all.
Would you like to hear of our Lord and Savior?
Yeah.
What are we sacrificing tonight?
Nice.
Well, that is going on. Roberta actually left the camp.
Wow.
Oh,
And
alright.
she is essentially what she wants to do is that she wants to find a place in which she can, from a distance, watch over the camp, see where people are moving and going without being noticed, almost like in a sniper's perch.
All right, I actually would like you
tree.
to make a survival check to see if you can find that.
All right, that I can do. 14.
14? Unfortunately, no, because in this point, to get all the trees with the good, solid sniping spots, are deeper into the swamp, and you climb up there, you wouldn't be able to get a clean view of the camp. However, as you're looking around, you trip over a tree root. As you catch yourself before you fall face first into the muck, you notice footprints leading away from the camp. You can't tell how old the camp is, how old these footprints are, but you know that you see footprints leading along a narrow path away from the camp and coming back to the camp.
I'm going to stealthily track the footprints, like start following them.
Like away from the camp or back
Like
to
away,
it?
not back to it, away from the camp.
Away from it. Okay. All right. You follow it for about like 30 minutes out into the swamps.
Wow. 30
Yeah,
minutes. So far
it's
away.
it's just very deep into the swamp. You can actually see like above the swamps, through the gaps in the trees, you can see the mountains to the south. But eventually you come to a large open clearing, big enough to hold, if everybody in the camp was to stand there, it could hold everyone that's currently in the outsiders camp right now, plus, I don't know, a bunch of people from the town. You don't know how many, but you know that this clearing could hold a lot of people. And judging by the footprints, the way they've gone around this clearing, this area has held a lot of people in the recent past. In the center of the clearing, on top of a small hillock, is a cyclopean altar built from stones that have been gathered from the swamps.
Oh no.
Do I look around in the opening, do I notice any blood?
Make a perception check.
The blood hunter seeks blood.
19.
Nice.
You see stains on the altar that you initially mistake for blood, but when you take a closer look, it's more like some kind of a slime fungus that's native to the swamps growing on it.
Okay, interesting.
All right. I think I'm going to stealthily make my way back, but I'm going to basically keep the mental note of where this location is.
Okay. All right, so you go back. Nobody really noticed that you left, and nobody really notices when you come back.
Yeah, I am kind of trained in guerrilla warfare. It's one of my
Yeah.
specialties.
That's true. Like any good adventurer working for the Lovelaces, you are trained in guerrilla warfare, yes. But one thing I will say that you noticed about the tracks leading to and from the tracks, is that they're actually parallel. Like there's one set of tracks leading up towards the clearing, and then one leading away from the clearing back. They're all barefoot, and it looks like that whoever does it goes single file and puts their feet inside of the footprints to try to confuse any trackers. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Interesting.
It's a very clever.
Do I get
operation.
the sense that it could possibly be like a group of people that are basically stepping in the same tracks?
You might actually think so, because you can see like some of the tracks don't form evenly. When you look closely at the track, you can see like smaller footprints inside of the bigger footprints.
Interesting.
So
All right, well, I'm gonna go back to my party and tell them about that.
All right, you find Mana there. You can only really go back to Mana. Cadence is busy doing his greetings, fellow cultist routine.
I just walk over to Mana. Hey, Mana, how are you doing?
Hi.
It's just me. Nothing to be scared of. Okay.
All right. How was your walk?
Well, I think I might have found something interesting. I think we're going to have to camp outside for the night.
Oh, why?
I found what looks like to be an altar, and it looks like these people are going back and forth. So I want to see if they do anything at night, under the cover of darkness. If they aren't doing anything, then we can check that off the list. But my gut is telling me that something is going on over there.
All right. I mean, Cadence should be around here somewhere. And like, I look around, and then
Yeah, then you heard a loud noise, and just like Cadence just walk around people, laughing, playing music, and people are like, I don't know what people react.
I think people are kind of just going meh.
Yeah.
And like they're like,
they're kind of just like, oh, so every camp has a crazy follower.
Yes.
And they're like, oh yeah, that's him. I don't know what he's doing, but he's been doing that for a while.
Yeah.
okay, well why don't you go grab him and let's go and set up a spot for now.
Yeah.
All right, and then
Yeah, as you go back to your tent, you do hear somebody shout at Cadence, like, "Stop harassing that poor woman! She's pregnant! Get away from her!
What?
Get you!
No, I'm just
She's not
complimenting
fat.
her.
She's pregnant!
I'm just
She's not
complimenting
fat.
her and her babies.
Get.
She's not fat.
Wait, what?
And then then he gets. Yeah, you see like Cadence getting. We go to the noise. You see someone waving like a stick at him. Just like a random
Oh,
stick on the
well.
ground.
Yeah.
I go to Cadence. I'm like, what are you doing?
I joyfully dance around the guy waving the stick. Can't you see it?
I grab Cadence. I look at the guy with the stick. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He's a bit too excited for being here, and I'm like, we'll
He's
leave
more than a bit too
peacefully.
excited. That guy is not right in the head. Keep a better eye on your retard.
And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And then he bows repeatedly, and like
Yeah.
he tries to in a way look absolutely apologetic and trying to
Drag me
just
away.
in a
Make
Drag
a
him away, but
deception check.
Yeah.
deception
Or
Yeah.
performance, your choice.
Make a performance
Is it-
check.
performance. Nah, I mean, how am I deceiving? I'm just saying I'm really sorry.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought you were. All right, never mind. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to make him
I mean,
calm down.
I mean,
I'm so
Mana-
sorry already.
Mana is genuinely sorry about Cadence jumping around like a jackass.
Can I say that's just persuasion?
Yeah.
All right, persuasion then. Yeah, go ahead.
Whoa.
You apologize for everything.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I should have been born. It's a mistake.
Apology accepted. Just keep him under control. This woman is heavily pregnant. She's going to give birth any day now.
Yeah, I'm
You
sorry.
leave her alone. She needs her rest.
Yeah, and I push Cadence up to the side and I hope you have a healthy baby. And then I just get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I let him drag me away. Good
I,
luck
do you
with the
keep doing this,
baby.
I swear to God, Cadence, you are going to get us all killed.
No, I'm playing the ignorant fool. Don't you see?
And
Are you
you
sure
say
just playing?
you say that, and I just Roberta gives you a look like playing.
Yes, I wink.
This fight,
I wink
This
at
might
Roberta
help, right?
and give her a kiss, like flying kiss, like.
despite how nice Mana is, he also is actually skeptical about playing the act of an ignorant fool. He's like, oh, I'm not too sure about that, but Mana isn't gonna say anything.
Yeah, I pat Mana on the shoulder. It's like, don't worry. It's all performance.
Anyway,
say that.
you said we need to set up, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
We
I found
already
a
did,
place
right?
very interesting. No, I found something. I
Okay.
found something very
I
interesting.
turned my game face on. So, what did you find? Oh, you know what? Don't talk in here. Let's talk outside.
Yeah, I suggest we leave this camp for now,
Yeah.
and we can talk in the swamp.
All right. So, one last check to see if anyone's noticed us, following us, anything.
Make a perception check.
All right. 23.
Ooh, nice. A couple of people look up. A couple of the townspeople from Costa, they look up, they see you, and they're like, just some randos, they're just leaving.
Mhm.
Who knows? Let's back to work. You just see one white robed member of the Outsiders look up, see you, and just kind of squint at you as you follow the path.
I wave heavily, and then I walk into the tent, to the tent where we set up at. You know, the tent we originally set up.
You're doubling back essentially.
Yes. No. I'm actually. Oh wait, I thought we were heading to the tent.
Well, we were about to head out. And the guy's looking-
We're leaving.
You know what? I'm gonna try to fool him by hiding into the tent. Is that
Make
possible?
a deception check.
No,
Make a
no, I'm
deception
not.
Check, or you can make a stealth check to hide.
Yeah, I'm trying.
That would be a stealth check. Yeah.
Come on. 15?
Let me actually see if he can perceive this. Perceive the deception.
You know, if this goes wrong, you know we are kind of screwed, right?
I know, but he already spotted us.
I'm getting the sense that Cadence does not think these things through.
Yeah. No, he already
was
spotted
really
us.
Investing in front of a pregnant woman 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Someone who claims to be so smart. You do not. You get the feeling as you sneak around. You get the feeling that the cultists did not see where you went.
Okay.
So you can probably double back very effectively.
Yeah, I double back. And it's like, there was a loose end. There was a tail. I lose him. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not actually going, like, following towards the path. I'm branching outwards, like, left just into the swamp, like, just
sideways to the direction.
I'm following Roberta around, you know.
Yeah, I'm following too.
Alright, you follow Roberta deep into the swamp for about actually 45 minutes at this point because you're trying to lose pursuers. And Roberta leads you through the muck to where this gigantic cyclopean altar is.
All right. Can I say I clear up our, tracks? Is that possible?
Yeah.
All right.
How?
Okay.
How are
Just
you
like
doing it,
swipe the dirt, left and right to make sure that it looks, genuinely like
You're
normal
going to
tracks.
be dragging. You basically need to be dragging something behind you in through the mud.
Is that
It's not
possible?
dirt, it's mud.
Oh, okay.
yeah, because it's mud.
All right.
Yeah, you have. It'll take you. In that case, I will say that you've increased the time. Travel time to an hour.
You know what?
Yeah, but
I'm
we've
totally
got
fine
time.
with it. Yeah.
We've got
The
time.
sun is actually starting to go down as you reach the altar this time.
Hold on. We set up camp near afternoon. I presume it's 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
We waste about an
Yeah,
hour to move,
Yeah.
and then the other hour from where we're walking. So it's probably 3 in the afternoon, right?
Okay, yeah. So sun is
Yeah.
starting. It's
Starting
slowly
its
beginning to
course.
go down.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can totally do that.
Roberta's is probably going to say that, like, we should set up a place where we can stealthily keep an eye on this altar, because I have a sneaking suspicion we may be
Agreed.
doing something with it tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and find a place where we can hide and still
With
keep an eye on
vantage
this
points.
altar.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd like you to make a nature check.
All right. Nature.
Nature check.
Come on. 14.
I was really.
Well, nature's bad for me, so that's 4.
You hate nature.
Alright.
I hate
I was
it.
hoping survival, but that's fair.
I hate it.
But Cadence, with your check, you know that tonight is the night of a new moon.
Oh.
That means there's no moonlight to occlude the stars.
Okay. So yeah, and I not only tell them that information, but I also want to check the altar from afar to see if I can pick up anything. What they are, what they might be useful.
Make a perception check.
All right. All right. Perception 7. That's terrible.
It's made of stones. It's made of stones apparently taken from the swamp that have been stacked up to form a roughly rectangular block.
Okay. That's pretty much it.
There's no
right?
there's no signs of any mortaring.
Okay.
It's just the rocks.
All right. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to just find the best vantage point I can and just set up shop.
Yeah, me too. Should we?
I follow them.
I don't think we should stay too close, but I also don't think we should stay too far away. So we each found a point, but within arm's range, about.
I want to be
10
at least
feet.
100 feet away from the altar.
Well, 100 feet? Isn't that too far
I guess.
Well, how big is this opening, by the
Yeah,
way? Is
true.
it the size?
away? Is it like in the field or?
Like I said, it's not in the field. It's in the swamp. So it's basically just an area of hard packed dirt. It's like I said, it's big enough to hold everyone that's currently in the camp, plus a fair number of people from the town.
Ah, so it's huge.
So it's a big open area. Okay. So I just want to be hidden in the basically where the swamp begins, like the foliage, and I just kind of want to almost like ghillie myself up.
Yeah.
So that it'll be hard to spot me.
Yeah.
That's sort of what I'm going for.
Oh,
if possible.
Yeah, I swapped back into my adventuring clothes, everything, and I put on my mask, just like to cover my face and all that, and hair. And I hide somewhere near 10 feet away from Roberta, so that if anything happens, I can get closer, help.
Yeah, I guess, Mana will do the same. Yeah. Do I have to roll anything for that, or no?
Actually, yeah, you do need to roll stealth.
Alright, let's roll.
Ooh, disadvantage! Wait, no, I have leather armor.
Yeah.
Oh, finally.
11.
Alright.
16.
Probably really bad.
Dude. Man, Mana's crushing it tonight.
Yeah. He's doing
Go
really
Mana.
great.
And like, before like anything starts, like, I know it's probably gonna take a while. He's just gonna play music to pass the time.
Yep. Cadence,
And, like-
in contrary, he's not gonna play because he knows how loud his guitar can be. So
He has a flute, so it's more toned down than anything.
Yeah.
Roberta would probably at one point, like as we're because we're gonna be waiting here for a while when the sun is getting close to setting. I'd probably
Yeah, you'll tell me to
Mana.
stop. Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's see how good it is. There you go.
nice.
Not only does it sound good, but it actually blends seamlessly with the sounds of the frogs and the crickets in the swamp.
Nice.
Nice. Awesome.
And like I want to say, like what's playing is like it's a parody of the Dragonborn Comes, but instead it's a Chardalon's Gone.
Nice.
Yes. Love
That's
it.
so good. I hum along. Cadence hum along with it, just like just not too loud, just casually humming around with the music. And that's it.
All right.
We are ready. Or are
All
we?
right. It's going to take you long. It's going to take hours. It's not just like the sun. Not just waiting for the sun to go down, but like it's like nobody comes out for a long time.
Yeah.
Like the sun goes down, the stars wink into existence one by one. The sky here darkens, but nobody comes. It like gets to like you're out there in the swamps, wet, miserable, and freezing for hours.
Don't worry. I got prestidigitation. Oh no, I don't have prestidigitation.
No, you don't. No, that was Sylvana.
Yeah, that was Sylvana.
But
Cadence
for Roberta,
don't give a fuck.
Roberta just sitting in the swamps and being covered in mud and gunk. This is like nothing to her.
This is like paradise. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So after around like 1 a.m, just to give you an idea how long you sat here waiting. It was 3 p.m when you came out here, and now it's about 1 a.m. It's been almost 12 hours you've been sitting here.
Do we see anything during the time?
Well, you see in the distance, you see what look initially take to be will-o-wisps, but as it gets closer, you see that they're torches being held by people in the front of the procession, in front of a large procession. And just as Roberta suspected, these are people walking in single file, taking very special care to step in the footprints that have already been established.
Okay.
And there's a lot of them, not just the white-robed outsiders, but like a bunch of people, a surprising number of Hicks from the town.
Interesting. Do they look like they are in trance, like hypnotized, like...
Make a perception check.
All right.
Alright, I guess I'll do the same.
Perception. Oh, 17.
Ooh, nice.
Not bad.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
They're moving very carefully as they're stepping.
Yeah, bards are amazing.
Bards are awesome.
They're moving very carefully as they're stepping into the footprints leading into the clearing. But as they move into the clearing proper, they break single file, They don't seem like they're not moving like zombies, and when you get a glimpse of their eyes are bright with life. They're not dulled over like magic is overriding them.
So they're out of this in their free will. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
They're doing this out of their free will. Yes.
Interesting. All right. That actually brought double precaution because they are doing it out of their free will. Damn it. Yeah.
All right. Well, as everyone enters the clearing and they start milling around, taking up their places, you notice that they actually snuff out their torches very carefully so they can use them again.
Mm-hmm.
As they do, you notice the starlight actually becomes brighter than normal, almost like daylight, in response to this activity. Then, it's kind of almost like a double take, because you didn't see him do any of that. You didn't see him move up. You see Father Lucius just standing before the altar, holding out his arms, in a welcoming gesture to the crowd. And he says, everyone, welcome all of you. Welcomed. I see we have some new faces tonight. It's wonderful that you came out to join us. And he's going to say, and he says,
yeah, I was worried about that.
It's always nice to try new things. Just a couple of weeks ago, before I came here, we had stopped at a farm, and I offered to learn how to milk the cows. And I apparently did it wrong, because the cow then kicked me over. But I'm not one to give up so easily, so I got back up, set that chair back up, put the bucket back where it belongs, and I tried again, and then the cow came after me. And, that's how I lost my hair. And he takes the helmet off and shows that he is indeed completely bald. There's a lot of... Yeah, there's some giggling throughout the crowd, some couple of laughs. And he says, that's what but you can see, I'm not afraid to try new things, and I'm glad to see you're not either. I know you're thinking, do I have to give up another religion? You don't. The stars are very tolerant. You can worship them and offer your prayers to another more traditional deity. It's not there's not, they don't see anything wrong with that. And then he starts launching into this speech about how there's trouble going on in the world. Things just seem mysterious and so unknowable, and you just want to hide inside of your house and just wait for everything to pass. And then he says that the storm. He says that while the storm will not pass, I assure you that the stars will always be there to guide you, even when it's cloudy, even when the light of the sun eclipses their brightness. They will be there. And they will give you the knowledge that you need in order to survive this tumultuous era that we find ourselves in. And then he actually starts talking about one of the stars.
Okay. What did he describe the star? Any particular image?
He actually names the star. He talks about Kirad, a great blue star of knowledge.
Okay, Kirad. How do you spell that?
Kirad.
Oh, okay.
A great star of knowledge. One that can give insights into almost any situation. It sits there and patiently observes all things. Everything from the smallest movement of ants to the wars of kings and gods.
Sounds like the Observer. No.
and
Copyright infringement. Sorry.
And you can entreat the star, and if you see it in your dreams, you will wake up with the knowledge that you require. As he's talking about Kirad, take a look at the sky, and you notice that one of the assembled stars looking down upon this meeting is actually glowing blue.
Mhm.
It's glowing a cold ice blue color. So that's kind of just like what would it kind of just feel a little uncomfortable that this is just happening, just in perfect synchronization with his
Unison.
speech. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it an illusion? Is the star responding to what he's saying?
Can I?
Actually, that's a good question. Can
I?
I insight
Yes.
to see if that is a visual? Is something that's
Arcana
being-
check, actually. I want to do that.
Arcana?
Yeah, is that a magic?
Okay. You can make an Arcana check to try to think if it's magic.
Did he?
There might be illusion spells.
Oh, okay.
You didn't detect any. You didn't see anybody cast it, but this is a big crowd. Somebody could have casted an illusion spell on his behalf. This could very well be an illusion on their part to try to persuade the
crowd,
people to
yeah.
join them. Yeah.
What did Roberta find?
What does Roberta want to do though?
I was just gonna insight check. Well, it was around the same thing. I was gonna insight check
Yeah.
to see if either he was casting a spell or if it looked like he was using any influence magic, being
Make
like
an-
at the center.
And make an insight check.
Ooh,
Ooh, nice.
You know for a fact that he's not. Well, first it seems that he actually believes this crap he's spouting. Second, you see that he's swaying the crowd. That the crowd is slowly coming over, and especially when the lights started to glow, and he points it out to them. That definitely sways a few of the more gullible people. You can't tell if he didn't cast any magic, but somebody else might have cast it on his behalf, or perhaps most disturbingly, could very well be real.
Very, very well.
Can I
Yeah.
can I roll a perception to see if there's like any secret like priest, whatever, like off to
Doing-
the side?
Yeah.
Make a
Yeah.
perception check.
Come on, it's a team effort.
Go team.
No, Mana. Okay, my passive perception is 18 though, so
Okay, that doesn't count. I'm gonna use my
Just fuck
passive
that
sense.
10.
yeah.
All right. Okay. With that check, with your passive perception, I know you don't notice anything.
Yeah.
With your passive perception, you think you notice something, but when you look closely, you think that maybe there might be like a robed person on the edge who is behind everybody who's casting the magic, but you can't make out anything else beyond that.
Yeah, I point that out towards Roberta and I just say like, I think there's someone off to the edge there. He looks very out of place.
You're just a member of the Outsiders Cult just walking around, just keeping an eye on everything is what you see. That's what you see, Roberta.
Yeah. Like, okay, then. Yeah.
Now that I see him, I am I'm keeping my eyes trained on him because I'm going to assume that Cadence and Mana are going to be staring at the big pastor guy, and I'm going to keep my eyes on this guy.
All right.
Yeah, and as Father Lucius continues his sermon, the blue light of the star just fades, and it goes back to being another star indistinguishable from the rest of the stars around it. But as he begins to wind down his speech, as Father Lucius begins to wind down his speech, another glow just appears, like dust over the trees. One star you see is turned purple, and is like glowing. It also seems to be pulsing gently, like a heartbeat.
Okay.
And then, like as it does, a few minutes afterwards, you hear just like a woman just scream from the crowd,
Wait, what?
and then
Yeah.
and then somebody's
Pregnant lady.
Well, of course, the pregnant woman.
yeah. Exactly, yeah. That's so you hear people like, "Oh no, she's giving birth. We need to do something. Get some soft clothes. Get this, get that. We need hot water. Panic!" And then Father Lucius just holds up his hands and he says, my brothers, please, bring the woman to me."
Oh god.
Oh god.
I'm not sure if we should.
Helps.
I messaged the others while this happens. It's like, Do we?
Well, the woman is helped on. She's actually laid on her back onto the altar.
Yeah.
I mean, she's gonna give birth to a star god. Let's be real. That's going to happen.
Yeah. Do we attack? Do we?
Well, I mean,
There's no reason to yet. I mean,
Yeah, that's.
she's-
I'm not so
Roberta's probably going to like say we can't do anything reckless. Like if we for all we know, this might kill her and the
Yes.
child. So we need to wait.
yeah, we need to make sure first.
So, so you're not going to do anything. You're just
No,
gonna
I'm asking the
follow
others. What?
Well,
what's
I
our
mean-
move? Because I
don't know.
I don't want to, she'd give birth to a, evil god or something. But
Can I roll
I'm
inside
not sure.
for like the priest? and
Does
see what,
yeah?
what he
I
wants to
want
do?
to. Well, it's
Yeah.
more that. Can I roll an insight check to see that? Does it seem that we could stop this ritual?
Do we need to stop this? I want to check that.
Make an Arcana check.
All right,
Or
I
religion check.
will do the Arcana. 11. Iffy, I guess.
You actually aren't sure this is even a ritual. Even like
Yeah.
ritual.
All right.
It seems more like he's praying.
You know what?
Yeah, I just want to know
gonna
what's the
Yeah.
the motivations of this priest. Like,
Why
what
not
is
you
he
go ahead?
exactly? gonna do?
Insight then.
You go ahead. Ooh.
Yeah, there we go.
Mano's on a roll tonight. He seems he's praying for safe birth with a child, and he
Yeah.
actually seems genuinely sincere about this.
Okay.
Okay, I look to Cadence and Roberta and say, no, I think it's fine. He's just praying for the baby.
All right, I'm gonna take Mana's word, and I'm just gonna wait.
Yep. Same here.
'Cause at this point, even if honestly, this is the no-win scenario.
Yeah, I don't. Right now, we just need to see that one, iffy part. That
Yeah,
one.
we need one, tail, something that.
Because
It's
from my
wrong.
perspective, it's like if we go guns in and try and stop this, for all we know, she could still try and give birth to the child.
Yeah,
but,
and she'll be dead.
you know,
There's no
and she'll be
point.
dead.
Yeah.
So
And
for
also, our job is to just see if they're a cult. We don't need to stop
No,
them.
they are a cult.
This is-
We know they're a cult. Yeah.
we know
No,
that they're
no,
cold.
Nefarious.
Wait. Because, the thing is, though, it's in his gut feeling, but we're here to confirm those feelings, right?
Yeah.
So, once we see something, bam, that's immediately off. We can just report it. We can
Yes.
do this. Anyway, this is out of character. Mana would definitely jump in and stop them, but out of character, we just need to, find evidence and then bring it back to the Lovelaces, and then, bam.
Yeah,
the job's
that's
done.
why we're so iffy about this, because we're not sure
Yeah.
if the evidence is actually happening right now.
Yeah.
It's like
It's probably actually happening, but
well, I think we're about to find out.
Yeah,
in
we're
about
about to
30
find out.
seconds.
It's-
So
Yeah, we're about to
let's-
find out.
Yeah, let's
You keep watching. You keep watching. The woman pushes and screams. Her cries of pain are mingling with Father Lucius's prayers to the stars.
push.
Yep. And then then she gives one blood curdling scream, and then all things fall silent. And you can see she's on the altar. She's above everyone else. You can see she's alive. She's very much alive.
Okay, that's good.
But she's just lying there, just panting.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. And then the person who got the baby takes it and hands it and shows Father Lucius. He looks down at it. And then he gently takes the child. He gently takes it. You can't really see what he has. You can't really see what he has in his hands. So you can hear, though, the baby just starting to cry as the umbilical cord's cut.
Right.
And then Lucius says, "We have given our prayers and our faith to the stars. And behold, this woman, she has given birth to a healthy child in weeks, not months."
Wait, what?
Weeks?
What the fuck?
Well, that's
And
not
then he
normal.
holds up the child. It's looks nothing human. It's a mass of hair, skin, teeth, and tentacles.
What the
Wait, can I?
Noises
Sorry,
like
go ahead.
making noises like a child, but as far as the crowd goes, they seem to think that it's a perfect baby. They start cheering wildly.
Can I tell what it is?
Make an Arcana check with
Please.
disadvantage.
Come on, please be good.
You got this. I believe in you.
11.
Well, that's an 11.
You have no fucking clue what this
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I would
You're
just
so
yeah.
nauseated.
Yeah.
Like
This is
happy
Bloodborne. This is
Yeah.
Bloodborne shit
You've
going
been
on.
happy, and now here's the thing: like this is in your mind. There's just something profoundly wrong. A human woman should not give birth to anything
Like
that
this.
looks like what Father Lucius has
Yeah.
in his hands right now. This is wrong on a level that you simply can't describe.
All right. Cool.
And what makes it even worse is he actually hands it back to the mother, and she starts cuddling it like it's an actual baby.
Oh, what the hell is this?
Wait, can
Like,
I?
so in Bloodborne, like they were aware, the
Yeah.
women were aware of what they gave birth to. This woman doesn't seem to be aware of it, or if she is, she simply doesn't care.
Can I tell if they are, affected by illusions? Or are they genuinely seeing the being what it is?
Make an insight check with disadvantage.
Come on, I'm terrible at insight. Guys, help
You're
me
not
out
the only one
here.
who's a-
I mean, I can do. Can I make one?
14.
Well,
14, that's not bad. All right,
bad.
Roberta and Manakel, Mana can do the same thing.
all
Insight
right,
with
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Well,
Yeah, Mana is just too shocked. He's not.
Yeah, man is having. Yeah.
Mana's too shocked and horrified at this. Roberta's thinking this is an illusion. This has to be an illusion. There's no fucking way this could be real.
Well, it doesn't seem like Roberta's trying to process all this, so she's
Yeah,
kind
this
of
is
like
Roberta.
a lot of thoughts are going through her
Yeah,
mind.
Cadence, however, thinks that the people here can see this thing for what it is. They just view it as perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's even worse. I messaged them that
Yeah.
and just says.
So what do you do now?
We can't do anything. We
Yeah,
can't.
we can't
fire.
attack them.
Lucius, as Father Lucius is basically giving praise to the stars for helping this woman give birth to such a perfect child.
Like
Yeah.
I messaged Cadence back, and I just say, if we're going to deal with this, we're going to deal with this properly.
Yeah.
Attacking them now is
No,
going
it's
to,
it's gonna do us no good. No.
It's going to do us no good, and there's too much collateral. There's
Yes.
a lot of people here that are clearly being coerced into this.
No,
worship.
I'm worried. Much worse. Their their deep acknowledgement has been altered. They're not coerced. They're genuinely believing this. That's the worst part.
Well, if they're genuine about their belief, I would assume that the possibility of cutting the head off the snake is more.
It's not gonna work. It's definitely not gonna work. This is deeper. This is a worse
Yeah.
problem than we imagined. We need to at least tell the Baron first before do anything else.
Yeah, this is so wrong.
You can slip away if you like to distract it. You can slip away. And
Yeah, we should.
Yes, we are
Yeah, we're getting-
doing that.
We should report. Yeah, Roberta. Even though Roberta does have a sense where it's like she wants to kill that man for
Yes,
this
but
cult
not.
and but
no,
she is holding it and realizing that the more strategic thing to do right now is to definitely go and report this and see if there's anything else that we can.
And how wide this has spread, because
Yeah.
it apparently spread.
Yeah.
Like, dang.
So I'm gonna acknowledge and I'm gonna follow my group.
Yep. We just carefully walk away.
Yeah.
And that's all right. And that's where we'll stop for the night.
Ooh.
That's some Bloodborne shit.
Yeah,
What the
I knew
hell?
it's gonna be
Yeah.
bad.
I mean, literally, when Falcon was like, you dance around a pregnant woman, and then I was like,
Yep.
and I saw the altar, I was like, yep, no,
No.
I know exactly
Yep.
what's about to happen.
Yep.
I know exactly what's about to happen. There is no way that Falcon would say something that specific. I don't trust you.
You know me.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been playing D&D with you for more than a year. I'm starting to get the hints.
I'm gonna have to start getting some new cheap tricks now.
Yes.
Oh
my
God! There we
God.
go. There we go. Oh God!
Oh, man.
That's terrible.
This is gonna be interesting because from Roberta's perspective, because she's very she's a soldier, right?
Mhm.
So she's very used to just taking order and go and do it.
Yeah, just
To a
cut
certain
cut
extent.
the problem down and
this,
everything will
she
be
wants
solved.
she wants a simple solution to a
Yes.
very complex problem. She wants to just I can just shoot this cult leader.
If you
and
can't
will fix
solve
the
this
problem.
knot, you cut it. That's it.
Well, it's
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was just saying, so she wants to try to find it. She's trying to view this problem as a Gordian knot, basically, a very complicated
Yes,
problem.
just cut
but
it.
you can just do one simple, decisive action to solve it.
Yeah, that's that's definitely Roberta's mindset.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Roberta is a person of logic. It's a very orderly. She's a very orderly process that she goes through when she thinks. And while she can certainly cause chaos, her thinking is very ordered and very precise. This insanity that she's seeing is not
There's no logic
something
behind
that
it.
she's used to.
Yeah.
This is she sees this madness. This is completely taking her out of her comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is pure
new to
chaos.
her. And there's a lot of shit that Roberta has seen, but this is up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is definitely up
she
there.
is. Yeah, you've seen what orcs do. They are not good people. This is something very different.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see how Roberta tries to handle the situation.
Oh man,
It's kind of
Yeah.
fun. It's like emotional whiplash between me playing such a innocent, kind character like Kel, and then just jumped into Roberta.
Yeah.
who's so much more serious.
Yeah.
I love it. It's great.
I love we
Yeah.
have we all have two different characters because we showcase different emotions and even behaviors. That's amazing.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Also,
Man,
Mana was killing it.
Yeah, he's
killing it.
doing
Those
a lot of good
roles.
roles. Those are amazing.
But most of the time, it's gonna be up if Mana will even want to roll in the first place. So. That's like the offset. He's good, but does he even want to do it in the first place? That's the offset.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Alright, let's be real. Are they star spawn? I heard stars, Asian, and called.
No, well, I'm not going to say. I might use the star spawn stats in Modern Cannons, but
Yeah.
no, the name that should have set you off was Kirad.
Kirad?
Yeah.
I never.
It was the vestige in the Amber Temple Alexander spoke to.
Yeah, dude. I was like, that
okay.
name sounds familiar. That name sounds
should have raised a bunch of red flags for you.
Well, you said Amber Temple.
Yeah,
when you
we
were
all picked that up.
describing-
That's the-
Well, I picked
Yeah.
that up, but I was like, okay, so clearly this is going a lot deeper. But granted, Roberta doesn't know anything about the Amber Temple,
Yeah.
so
But no,
I
you
would
as
know.
players- Yeah, you as players, this should have.
Yeah.
You should have. That little red flag should have gone up when I mentioned Kirad.
No, the red flag already appeared when you say beings older than the old ones. Those
Yes.
are. Yeah, that's not good. Not a good sign at all.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting little campaign.
Yeah.
We're all gonna be insane. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
When you're insane, you have nothing to worry about. That's.
Oh,
They
don't
just
worry.
got-
I'm sure things are going to be fine with the A team. Just smash cut to Kelbi and change.
Yeah,
Yep,
in
fine over
chains.
there.
Yeah.
But
Being
I think it's the perfect
SM
time
by
for
the
Philo
3D.
to help out the A team,
Yeah. Maybe, it's like
I
maybe
don't
he's
know.
like Kel is like, Philo, please come back.
and
Things
he's
were so
summoned.
Ever since Philo left, I feel like
Yeah.
things have been good. Well, actually, no. I mean,
Since
like
you've been gone.
well, not even since it's weird
No,
because it's like it's hilarious from my perspective because I'm just like, man, Kel has been kidnapped and his friends have been kidnapped so many times.
Yeah, it's like
We're
Oh
gonna
my God,
we're
this
gonna
is
have
like-
to make like a safe,
Yeah.
a safe room.
We need to
That's
live
just
in the
iron-
fortress or something.
What we need is the mansion,
Yes.
because then maybe there's a chance.
Yeah.
Won't get kidnapped.
Or everyone just, have the same spell like Cell
Well, here's,
God.
here's, the,
like,
here's the thing. Roberta has the weapon of warning, right? So it's like,
yeah,
I wish.
it's gonna be harder. Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
But anyway, I gotta go, guys. But that was an awesome session.
Yeah.
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah. See you guys.
Good night.
Take it easy,
Yeah,
guys.
I'm gonna go do it. See ya.
Yeah. By the way, hold on. Justin.
Yo.
So,
Yeah.
if you have the time, the summary of the world.
Oh
thing.
crap! Yeah.
Don't worry.
My bad.
If you have the time, just saying.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll do it.
No rush.
I'll do it soon. It's because I've been really busy lately because I've been staying at school until 7:30. So
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. Like I said, if you have the time. Thanks.
yeah, of course. I'll get it done.
All right. Bye.
See ya.